Shit.
Spice
Number
One did too.
49.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not even going to talk about
You
Spice.
know, Souls of Mischief wasn't they on Drive too? They got jerked around. They talked about it in the
Hell,
documentary.
we're not even going to talk about NSYNC.
Oh God.
Oh,
No, we just talking
fuck.
about rap here. We just talking about rap here. We ain't talking about pop.
I thought you loved your JT.
I like JT solo without the other fools with him. You know,
They was good
Uh,
too.
they were yeah they were big.
shit. Number 49. The Gangster Boogie. Mac 10.
Mac 10 from West Side Connection.
Yes.
Woo.
Wow, 49.
I'm actually
Interesting.
surprised he's on this list.
Me too. Me
Yeah, a lot of
too.
people don't really be putting Mac 10 on no list, in my opinion. Probably for like West Coast artists, but like
Right.
not for other people, you know.
He's
Yeah.
dope. He's a dope lyricist. I love his first couple albums.
Yeah, he says, like, lyrically, he's good. He said his strongest points are his body of work, his originality, but he said his weakest points are his flavor and his freestyle ability.
His flavor. His flavor of what?
Mm. He doesn't do a lot
You
of
said
functioning with his voice. He doesn't play around with his voice too much.
he don't
He's
need to. He's
I
He's
Mac
a
10.
he's a he's a gangster. What? Ice Cube never did that.
Gangsters don't dance, they
Yeah,
boogie.
exactly.
What's wrong with you,
Play
Kool
around
Moe
with his
Dee?
voice like how? Like what he's supposed to do?
Well, Ice Cube did that with the Don Mega shit, but we're
That
gonna
and he was at his worst doing that done making shit.
we
You
be
know?
He should have
clubbing.
stick with that. He should have
No.
stick with that West Side Connection flow, you know.
Right. No we be clubbing.
We be clubbing. Shit. Anyway, number 48, the underrated lyrical lady Foxy Brown.
What? Foxy
Underrated.
Brown. Foxy Brown is on this
48.
list? Wow. So where's he putting Kim at? I'm just curious.
Well, we all know he put Kim above Foxy, so.
Did he?
But
I
she
don't
got a
know that.
better discography.
I don't know the list. I'm just hearing about the list now.
My fault. Okay, my fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, he said, lyrically, I don't want to call it underrated. I would say that people don't give it too much credit on certain shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I feel like both Foxy and Penn is in question because I've heard rumors about them having ghostwriters too.
They most likely had help with their lyrics
Yeah.
though, but
Hmm.
if you take that away, I think they can still hold their own. They just fucked us out of that Thelma and Louise album that was supposed to
Right.
come out.
Right.
Yeah, she said that her strongest points are her flow and her originality, but her weakest points are a poetic value.
As far as what, she's not poetic enough.
Poetic,
Yeah.
Well, a lot of
not
them
poetic.
wasn't. But Little Kim wasn't poetic either. You know,
I mean, Broken Silence, he was poetic with it, you know.
Broken
So
Silence was great.
Yeah. Number 47 is the cold crushing lover Spoonie G.
Mm. That's a name you don't hear about.
I'm not gonna lie. I mentioned you mentioned him last week. I'm not really the biggest Spoonie G fan, but I
Right.
get why people rate him so high because he was the original lover man in hip hop. To be real,
Mm.
before LL, before Kane, it was Spoonie.
Right.
Um, I don't know too much about Spoonie G like that, so yeah. Sorry, my description is.
I have a feeling like Moji is gonna have a lot of cats from the '80s on here, like Cold Crush Brothers, Spoonie G, those cats.
he didn't come out
Yeah,
with no albums though.
That's another
Probably
thing. They
like
wasn't coming with
compilations, like
albums.
years and years. Probably like compilations, years and years and later, you know.
Right.
So
right.
They were doing 12-inch singles. They wasn't doing albums like
yeah.
that.
So he said that his strongest point was his originality because he felt like he was a pioneer for a lot of MCs and whatnot. But he felt like his weakest was his freestyle ability and stuff like that because he wasn't the best freestyle. He mostly was a writer. Like he was a better writer than freestyler.
Mm. Interesting.
Now this is where I disagree with heavily. Number 46, The Puerto Rican rhyme son Fat Joe.
What?
Not not over
Hmm.
just ice. Not over just ice.
Interesting.
Fat Joe.
Interesting.
I mean, you don't really see Fat
Interesting.
Joe on a lot of these lists, but uh, is
I think
he said,
Fat Joe in the long run he's still relevant. He has longevity and he gave us some classics.
Yeah.
As far as lyrically, I still feel like Pun was better than him lyrically. It's not even
Oh, Pound
it's
was
not
way
even
better than him.
yeah, it's not it's about a landslide, you know what I'm saying? But
He was penning his shit. That
right.
whole Don
And
Cartagena album is a big
right.
pun album.
And that's another thing that came into question is like you find out later that Pun was helping him with his lyrics and you know, I think in the long run, like for Latin artists and hip hop, like I think he is a legend,
Yeah.
and we got to give him his props. I don't know if I would put him in top 50 all time, though.
yeah, but he mostly put him on here because he was a pioneer when
Right.
it came to like Latin rappers, which I
But
can
so was
feel
Cypress
like.
Hill, and Cypress Hill got better albums than him.
Yep. The
Yeah,
first four
they're
He have
not
a
Cypress
better
even
Hill album.
discography. Yeah.
Helping Real's not even on the fucking list. That's
Right.
crazy.
Right. Yeah. Terror
He said,
Squad was a great collective until he blew that up.
Yep. They could have had way more albums
Yeah.
than the self-titled one.
Right.
he said,
Each of them could have had an album out solo wise. You know.
Right. Yes.
he gave Fat Joe a lot of strong points. He said vocal presence, versatility, originality, body of work.
Hmm.
But he said like his weakness was like his poetic value because he feels like he curses too much in his music.
A lot of them do though. 50 Cent did it. So what does that mean?
He said
Uh,
excess profanity.
come on, he's
Obsessed
not he's not the
profanity.
worst one to do that, man. Come on.
I'm saying we done heard worse, especially from this
Exactly,
generation.
exactly.
We
He's
done
not the
heard way
worst.
much worse.
He's not the worst to do that.
Like this child's play compared to what these niggas be saying now on their
Right,
tracks.
right. Little Wayne cursed a lot too.
Lil Wayne say the most outlandish gay shit I ever
Right,
heard, but y'all don't say nothing about that.
right. And he's considered a goat when it comes to bars. So
He just a freestyle punchline rapper. That's why motherfuckers be comparing him
right.
to like that.
Yeah. Number 45 is the poetic messenger J. Rue the Damager.
Mm, that's a good one.
Very good one.
Rest of
Very
the
good
math,
one.
my shit.
Yeah.
He said one of the first MCs to openly and literally went on record with the East Coast discontent with West Coast gangster rap.
Mm,
I would have put J. Rue in my top 35. I'm not gonna lie.
top 35.
Yeah, to me, he was a more authentic MC.
Hmm.
Like come clean alone.
Yeah.
Come on, like his flow
Yeah.
alone on that track. Like
Yeah, with the raindrops and shit. That
Yeah.
shit
ah,
fire, man.
Yeah.
then ain't the devil happy?
Fire.
Like
Love that shit.
Primo's best work is that album. Period,
Hmm.
man. Like shit.
Yeah. DMX cursed a
Oh,
lot too. You know.
and that's why DMX ain't on this list.
Yeah.
Oh
DMX was that
man.
nigga though. He was just a
Yeah.
street dude, but he gave
Yeah.
you different things on each song. You know.
Right.
He said that his strongest points were his concepts and stuff like that, which I have to agree. And he
Hmm.
loved the track You Can't Stop the Prophet. He loved that
I
track.
love that. That was a great storytelling track.
Yes.
Definitely love that one.
He said his weakest was his flavor because he felt like he was more interested in like lyrics than flavor MCs like Biggie and Heavy D and shit like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But
Jerry wasn't for
I mean,
flash.
he had his own style though. You know,
Yeah.
so he
He
couldn't
wasn't
just
flashy.
he just didn't want to be compared to like Biggie and that whole bad boy.
Right.
Type vibe because he was going after them niggas back then.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he had to
yeah,
do his own thing to set himself apart from other niggas. You know.
Right.
yeah, man. And I've heard a lot of people say that about J. Rue, how they always say, oh, he's always serious. Oh, he's
Hmm.
always talking about this and that. I'm just like, well, the same
Well,
motherfucker, the same way like y'all like J Electronica, that's the same
mhm.
way
Right.
J. Rue is and shit.
Right.
Don't bring that motherfucker up, man. Just,
I mean, but
I'm just saying.
I know you're saying
I'm
like,
just
cause
yeah.
he didn't electronica didn't do party songs and shit. He was always about his religion and all that. And
Nigga took 35 years to make one fucking album. Like, get out of here.
no a collab album to to be exact.
Yes,
Oh, okay, yeah,
Jay
because
Z.
Jay Z was on nine out
Right,
of the 10 tracks, so
right.
yeah.
His version of Cuban Link. Fuck out of here. That
Shit,
could never
ain't
be
no
on
damn
Cuban Link
Cubans.
level. Never.
More like Birdman and Lil Wayne's like father like son.
And that was a bad album. And
It's
I don't
dark
fuck with
too.
Birdman, but that was a better
Right.
album than that shit.
No one gives that album his due. That has some
Yeah,
heat.
that was a dope album.
Right. Number 44 is the Master Flavor, the late great Craig Mack.
Oh wow, that was
I'm
dope.
not gonna lie, I like this.
Yeah,
I never see Craig Mack in nobody's
yeah.
list, and I
Craig was
liked
dope.
it.
A lot of people forget that he contributed to Bad Boy when it first started. So it wasn't
Hmm.
just about Mason,
Right,
Biggie and shit. You
right.
had artists under that banner that contribute to that label too.
Hmm.
A lot of people forget he was down with EPMD.
Right. He should have stayed with them with his squad.
Yeah, and if that whole robbery did not whole fucking happen, who knew
Hmm.
what would have
But
happened, man?
with Def Squad, I could see him with definitely.
Damn, man. Fuck. That robbery changed a lot of shit for
Yeah.
EPMD. But
Yep.
There's a lot of shit that changed in hip hop history that would have been like album
Right.
wise, it would have been like really legendary because
Hmm.
there's certain shit that motherfuckers was about to put out that we ain't never gonna see
Hmm.
most likely
And
in our lifetime.
Raekwon was cool with them too. They talked about that in the Wu Tang series this past season. That he was down with he was doing shit with he wanted to do shit with Eric Sherman and them, but they were like they had like different paths going on. But like imagine Raekwon with Def Squad and Craig Mack. That would have been crazy,
imagine ODB with Craig Mack.
right?
Yeah, that's an
Wow.
unorthodox team. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He said that Craig Mack's strong points was like his originality and his flavor, but he said his weakest points was unfortunately his longevity. He felt
Right.
like he could have had some more shit, which it's not all
Right.
Puffy's fault, but
Right.
because Eric B has something to do with that too, which that's all I'm gonna say. But the second album too, I'm not gonna lie, is not as bad as people make it out to be.
Yeah, he had some joints on there.
Hmm.
He had some joints.
The irony, number 43, the unsung lyricist MC Shan.
Oh wow.
Number what?
Huh.
43.
Over, let me be quiet. Over Jeru the Damager?
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad,
He ain't got the classics like J. Rudo.
but like
Yeah,
I said,
Jeru do got two classic albums
Yeah.
though.
but he was one of them niggas that put Queensbridge on the map.
Right.
Like for that, like I get what he's saying and shit, and
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not gonna disregard his legacy. I'm just not. I
Right.
just don't like that Down by Law. That it's just that Play It Again album with the swing.
I take the first two albums over that fucking Play It Again album, and I take the work that he did with Snow, but I wish
Right.
he could just Thanos snap, that third album away. So I don't know.
Well,
It's
at least he
certain
was
albums.
no.
It's certain albums in hip hop history that niggas wish they could just Thanos snap away.
Right.
Like,
The
don't get
From
me
album.
started on certain albums. Fucking Culture 2 garbage. Fucking Little Kim the Notorious K.I.M.
Oh
garbage.
Lord. God.
That fucking Rock Lil Wayne album garbage.
Trash.
Um, it's
Best
a
of
lot
both
of shit.
worlds.
Like
Jay-Z and R. Kelly, best of both worlds.
Nicki Minaj Queen album, Thanos Snap garbage. I, that should have been an EP instead of an album. Like
Oh man.
I don't know, man.
That's a lot.
I'm just waiting on that Silk Sonic album to come out. So
Oh God. It's only 9 songs too? That shit better be fire.
from what I
Yeah, we're
heard, that shit gonna
definitely
be like the shit. So
Yeah.
I've
we
been hearing
definitely
like
gonna
I heard certain songs from it.
Right.
we definitely gonna talk about that one because everyone's
Mm-hmm.
raving about that album, and they
Yeah.
said that was supposed to come out 2022, but now all of a
Right.
sudden they said, "Oh,
They
we're
pushed
gonna
it
drop
up for the
that this year."
holidays. Yeah, they pushed
I'm
it up
just
for the
like,
holidays.
see, that's already a bad sign for me.
That's
Right.
that bullshit, man.
They
They
rushing it.
fucking up and Nas fucking up. How you gonna put Kings of these two out in the summer of next year? That don't make no
Yo,
sense.
Wait. Now wait a minute. Now King's Disease. Let's at least King's Disease 2 was good.
Yeah. I'm talking about on like physical. You wait until next
Oh
summer to put
man.
that shit
Oh,
out?
got you. Okay, I see what you're saying. All
Wow.
right, but at least Kumo D said Born to Be Wild was his favorite album and shit, so I'll give him that. He
That we
said
agree on. But that third album, Thanos snapped that shit away from existence, you know.
he said that his strongest points was his originality and his battle skills, but he said his weakest points was his industry impact and his social impact
Mm,
and stuff
His
like that. Because he felt
discography
like
too.
yeah.
right, he felt that he was only Queensbridge famous.
Mm-hmm. There's like
All
a
right, good
lot of
night.
them. Even a lot of them now. Like Cormega, underrated. It seemed like not everybody past New York know who Cormega is, right?
Yeah. They
Would
always
you say
think of
that?
Nas and shit when they think of
Right.
Queensbridge and stuff. There's
Infamous
a whole
Mob.
plethora of dudes out
Yeah.
there.
Infamous Mob. There's a lot of them from
Lanky,
Queensbridge that
Lanky the Kid, Nature,
Lakey, Big
a
Noise. Yeah,
lot of them, man.
I agree. I agree
It
with that.
just ain't
Nori.
about Nas. Like if you go see the Queensbridge MCs and shit, like it's a whole plethora of dudes. You just can't
Yeah.
think about Nas all the time. It's
Right.
like when you go to Brooklyn, you just can't think about fucking Jay-Z and Biggie. Like it's
Right.
a shitload of dudes out there.
Yep.
Nori.
Yeah.
Nori. Now, what? But I think people know Nori because of the podcast. You know what I'm
I know him
saying?
for his music too.
Right. Well, I mean,
Same.
like the mainstream
Yeah,
America. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? They might not know, the War Report and NORE, but they know the podcast now.
All right.
You know.
Number 42 was the female fatale, Lil Kim.
I knew she had to be on the list at some point.
All right.
Yo, look at this picture of her.
Oh, they got come with the pictures too.
Yeah.
I don't. I never seen that one.
I never seen her play a guitar in my life.
Right. Where you get that from?
See on her shit.
He said her strongest points was her freestyle ability and her flavor and her flow, but her weakest points was her poetic value.
Same thing you said about Foxy.
He's saying
Right.
that about a lot of people.
Yeah. What does that mean? But the poetic value. What does he mean by that?
It's no poetry in their rhymes, I
But
guess.
I don't remember him saying a lot of poetic shit either. You know, how are you critiquing these artists that some of them are better than you lyrically?
Damn.
Especially J. Rule. J. Rule's better than him lyrically. Like, how are you critiquing MCs? I want to know how he go by his critiquing. You know,
Y'all funny as fuck. Number
I mean, we gotta
41.
be after this album review. So
right?
Number 41 is a Latin lyrical king, Big Pun.
Yeah. No, he got to be way up there. He made a
Yeah,
mistake.
he gotta be
41.
way higher.
What? So what 40 MCs is better than Big Pun?
There's a reason why he put him 41.
Why? I
Because he
want to hear
said
this.
he was not a fan of Pun at first until after he died.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You wasn't. Well, at least he
Get the
admitted
fuck out
though.
of here, man. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of those Star Trek shades
What
you
the
had on
fuck
the
is
album cover,
that?
nigga. So what
Yo,
you
Right?
talking about?
Kumo
I thought he was
D.
blind. I used to see blind people with those shades. I thought he was blind. That's what blind people used to wear back in the day.
Hold on,
You
hold on, hold
know?
on, hold on, hold on.
Do Stevie Wonder,
What the
Reg. Do the
fuck?
Stevie Wonder.
He didn't listen to Pun till after he died? Wow.
Shit, I listened
That's
to it ever
crazy.
since he came out.
Crazy.
He just went way before his time and shit, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Kumo D be
Right.
coming out like shit.
Right. That's what blind people used to wear, those glasses. I
He got
thought he
them Ray
was
Charles
blind. I'm
glasses
like,
on.
Yo, Ray Charles be like this. Look, look.
oh man.
Don't start swinging your head around like you Stevie Wonder and shit. This is where I
Right?
fall out. I
Oh
just want to
god.
thank the whole Academy for giving me the opportunity to. I'm like, damn, Stevie, come on, man. We understand.
Yeah. Oh
No.
man.
Yo,
Wow.
Stevie be saying some shit like, "We've come in this place of love. We are all here to be loved. And then the whole crowd be like,
He
yeah, Stevie, yeah.
he be on his Prince like 1999 like
Right.
Purple Rain type shit.
And
We'll get it
he
here
be feeling
today.
like,
That nigga
and this
still
is
be
Ray
talking.
Charles.
Everybody been left the damn building. He still be on stage talking. I'm like, damn, Steve, everybody gone.
Yo, this how Ray Charles be. What? See,
Ray Charles be killing that shit though, man.
Oh
So
man.
man,
Ray Charles that nigga though.
it's Jamie Foxx killed that shit in that movie though. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. He took. I don't know if Ray Charles' soul was just in that nigga's body though, but he killed that shit. Especially when he
Oh
was scratching
shit.
this shit. He was like, "You can never trust the junkie, man." I mean, the white dude was like, "Man, do you hear what the hell this dude is singing? Listen to him,
Just listen to
the
him.
scratching and shit. He got that junkie edge."
Oh man. Well, Vinyl said, if it's the Vinyl, all the pressing plants around the world said they're way backed up. It's been released recently. The album has been at the pressing plants for many months already. He talking about the King's disease too.
You can say that about a lot of albums and shit. So I
Right.
don't know.
But what about like Griselda? Don't they release their shit on time?
They shit coke prices. So I
Right.
don't know.
And mugs?
It's like buying a key. You gonna
Yeah.
probably take an L after that. So you might as well just
Right.
save up your chips and stuff.
Wow.
Shit. Anyway,
So at
he
least he
said,
admit like he wasn't like a well.
Yeah,
Is he admitting that he's a bandwagon after he passed away?
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
shit. He said his weakest shit was his live performance.
Yeah, because he
He
didn't
felt
stand. He
like,
was always sitting. Yeah, because of the weight. He was always sitting. But that's true. He was always sitting.
yeah,
You would
he
get
said
bored
that.
as a fan if you go see him and then he's like for like a 2 hour concert he's just sitting in the chair. You know.
As long as he
Hell,
spin
even
them
Big,
bars, I
hell,
don't give a
even
fuck.
Biggie. I think eventually Biggie
But
might have to sit in a chair because remember he was in
nah,
the
I don't.
game.
I don't think. Yeah, but he used the cane because of the car accident with Charlie Baltimore and Little C's. But I don't. Biggie wasn't as big as Pun was.
Yeah.
Like he was standing. He was walking around.
Shit. I he
Everybody
said
couldn't
his
be out there dancing like it was Wild Wild West, Cool Moe Dee. So
Right.
let me
right.
just say that.
Wild West. That's
Oh
my shit
man.
though.
Yeah, that shit fire, man.
Yeah.
He said his strongest shit was his lyricism, which I agree.
Yeah.
Number
His
40 is
writing
the
skills
master.
too.
He said that too.
Hmm.
The master storyteller of Slick Rick is number 40, which I heavily disagree.
Right.
He
Top
should have
Too
been
20.
low.
way higher.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes, man. Slick Rick, the ruler, MC Ricky D. He said his strongest shit is his originality, his flavor, his flow. And he said his weakest trait was his industry impact and his social impact, which if it wasn't for that
Right.
arrest, he could have been
Hmm.
Yeah, they're shooting and shit.
for real. Shit, man. But at least his discography for the most part is good. Like the Great Adventures, I love. Ruler's
Hmm.
Back, I felt very slept on.
Right.
Behind Bars was okay, but the
That
Art of
was good.
Storytelling, that shit.
Yes.
Woo!
Great album.
Yeah,
Gotta
man.
discuss
I
that
need I
one.
need to get those last two albums though.
Yeah.
I only got the Great Adventures of Slick Rick and the Art of Storytelling. I ain't never seen his other albums, especially the
Behind,
one when he was locked up and shit. I ain't never
behind,
like heard that
yeah.
one.
Behind bars I got and all the storytelling. That's the only ones.
Oh, you got Behind Bars?
Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Okay, we can talk about those albums before the year's over.
Vinyl said, "Do we have any Houdini? I only have the greatest hits on CD. I have no Houdini vinyl."
What
I
do you
got the
think?
greatest hits too, and I got the I forgot what album I got on vinyl though.
Now I'm not gonna lie. Originally, I was not the biggest Houdini fan. I kind of
But
got into them in recent years, so I don't have none
mm,
of the albums.
I had Open Sesame on cassette, but I did not like that album back in the day. It was not good.
Number 39 is the lyrical gangster Corrupt.
That's a good pick. I love
Yes,
Corrupt.
he
Yeah, I ain't mad
said
at that one.
he was saying he was one of the first true gangster MCs that got his respect.
Yeah,
Because originally he did not like like a lot of East Coast MCs did not like gangster rap.
and that's the regional problem right there. That
They
he
was
just
doing
mentioned
it.
it.
They was doing the same shit too. Like
Yeah.
most likely around that time, like in the late '80s.
Mm.
But you right,
Yeah.
try this whole
Yeah.
regional shit.
Mm-hmm. You got to look at him as just like a dope lyricist, not worry about
Yeah,
where he was from. He was from Philly
you, you,
anyway, so
you just can't expect like West Coast dudes to sound like East Coast dudes around
right,
that time. They had to come with their own style of personality.
right, facts,
Just like y'all had to come with your own style of
right,
personality. That's the thing about music. Everything is different from where you come from. So you
yeah.
just got to put a concept and your own flavor around it.
And he's from Philly, so I think people forget that too. He's from the East Coast,
Yeah. He's not from the West Coast originally.
right?
He's from Philadelphia.
He's dope.
Right. He said his strongest shit was his battle skills, his freestyle ability. He said his weakest was his social impact because he said he finds it hard to give gangster rap a lot of points on social impact.
I mean, well, that's what that was their life for a lot of them. That's what they talked about. They only gonna
Yeah.
talk about what they know, right? So
Mm.
you know,
Number 38 is the Blazing Cajun, the James Brown of hip hop, Mystical.
wow,
Yeah, I,
mystical.
I I like this one.
Okay,
Yeah, Mystical, that nigga though.
No one gives this nigga credit.
right.
Nobody gives this nigga credit and shit like that. When it comes to the
I
South,
know
if I'm
I know me being from Georgia and shit, like No Limit and that whole impact they had, it was very contributional, especially musical solo wise, with those No Limit albums and his self titled in '95. That's a hip hop
ooh,
classic. I really don't see a
mind,
lot of people talk about that.
yes, nobody talks about that, and it's crazy too because when they talk about Mystical, it's always Shake Your Ass, the Tarantula album, which I'm not gonna lie, I did not like Tarantula like that. I'm more of a Ghetto Fabulous,
Mm,
Mind of Mystical nigga.
Yeah.
right,
That's the Mystical I fuck with. But this one, I definitely feel like Mystical does not get just due on a
right,
lot of kids because when people look at No Limit, it's always they always have a negative. Which I had to. I was in that camp too. It's always like a negative feeling. Yeah,
right.
unpredictable too. Yes, that's my favorite album from him and shit. So, but yeah, man. She said his strongest shit was his originality and his freestyle ability, but they said he fell off. His weakest trait was his industry impact and stuff like that, because the whole arrest, I guess.
Right.
Number 37 is
Yeah,
the
that what
Ram.
really fucked them up.
Right. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Going to leaving fucking No Limit fucked him up. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, right.
Number 37 is the rhymologist, Keith Murray.
Yes, underrated. Definitely,
Out of all the MCs, he should have had a way bigger career than he should have
I
had,
agree.
but
I agree.
he,
Again, he was
he's
on Job Records. They didn't know how to
Yeah.
promote him. You know, his first three are
Yeah.
like his
Jive
best.
was
Like,
jiving motherfuckers around.
yes, his first three are his best albums. Everything after 2000 was after 99 was terrible. That Def Jam album was crap. You know, he did. I think he did a super group with Cannabis, and I didn't even bother hear those albums.
I
You
never
know,
heard him, so I can't get my opinion
yeah,
on him.
Enigma. That's mine.
I ain't really paid
yes,
attention to his discography and stuff like that.
that's a great album, Enigma.
Yeah, man. I just personally just feel like if he wasn't going through all this shit, in my opinion, he could have been
Yeah,
up there. You
I
know, you
agree.
know what I'm saying? Because he
I
was on
agree.
his own lane, vocabulary wise. He was on some ill
Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
Um, strongest shit. He said originality was his strongest shit. He said his weakest shit was like his industry impact, social impact, and longevity and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's a good pick.
Number 36 is the master entertainer Dougie Fresh.
36? Why so low? He got to be higher for just for like creating the whole vibe of a party. There was nobody that was doing that but Dougie.
That's why he's the world's
One of the
greatest entertainer.
original, one of the original beatboxers behind
Right,
a lot of other dudes with Biz Markie and the human beatbox from the Fat Boys.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, beatboxing that's like a, you got to consider that like a attribute to his skill set because not everybody could beatbox.
Right, and he can spit too. Like,
Right.
I'm surprised he put him higher than Slick Rick. That's what I'm surprised
I don't
about.
understand that.
And I mean, no, I love Dougie Fresh.
Hmm.
You don't see him in a lot of top MCs, rap artists. You don't see him in a lot of them lists
Yeah,
and shit because
Right,
they only know him as a beatboxer or as an entertainer. But
right.
yeah, man, niggas
they
forget
only
keep
know him probably
rising.
from the show and shit with Slick Rick and stuff.
Hmm.
Why niggas forget keep rising to the top? That's
Yes.
my shit. Busting out when he was
Yes.
under MC Hammer and shit. Um, and everyone also know him for that fucking freaks
The
freak.
Freaks,
That freak.
yes. Little Vicious. I love that song.
I like it, but I get so tired of it sometimes. I'm like, this is not Dougie Fresh's only song. I want to hear the show. I want to hear Lottie Dottie. Give me that shit. Like, I'm,
Hmm.
yeah, I like freaks and all that shit, but
I
come
like,
on, man.
I like this. I like that Spirit song from the Ghostbusters soundtrack. That shit
Yes.
fire.
Ghostbusters 2. Yes. I
Ooh,
love that song. That was a
nigga.
banger. Definitely.
Yes. He said his strongest trait was his live performance and his
Hmm.
originality. He said his weakest was his poetic value because he felt like he was more like a party MC.
Yeah. Be more
Yeah,
entertainer. Yeah.
he was more in that busy bee
Hmm.
kind of lane and shit, you know.
Right. But you need
Yeah, I can
artists like
understand
that
that.
though. You need artists like that.
Yeah, to balance it
Exactly.
out, because
Yeah.
everybody can't just be hardcore and gangsters.
Right.
See, that's the difference between now and today. Back then, everybody had a lane to get into. Nowadays, niggas don't know what the hell they want to do. They see
Right.
the next nigga wearing purses, they want to wear purses. They see the next nigga sagging their pants like a hoe, they want to sag their pants like a hoe. You see the next bitch getting ass ejections, you want to get them. Like, be
Right.
different. Like, damn,
Hmm.
come with your own shit.
Yeah.
Just don't
Exactly.
copy. Just don't copy paste repeat the same thing. Damn.
Right.
Exactly. All right. Number 35 is the OG player Ice T.
Mm.
I
And Ice T
like this.
cursed a lot. He cursed a lot too.
Exactly.
I
So
bet he gonna say something. He gonna say something about that too.
yeah.
Don't get me started on the power cover. Is she gonna say something about that? The Ryan
he had
Pace
the
album
best.
cover too.
He had the best album covers in hip hop history, from the Iceberg to Home Invasion.
They were dope.
OG
Um,
original gangster. Body count. Well, there was a rock a dead. Well, there was like a rock
that,
album though. You know.
Right.
that counts too. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't even get me started on the power cover. Oof.
Hmm.
Woo. Darlene. Fuck Coco. I would have stick with Darlene.
Right.
Yeah, fuck Princess Fiona. Shit. He said his strongest shit was originality, but his weakest shit was his flow.
I
What?
agree with that. Yes, I do. Cause he had an unorthodox flow. Like it reminded me of Sadat X. Like he wasn't always rhyming. His bars wasn't always rhyming together all the time.
I'd agree with that too. I've heard a lot of people say that about Ice T, but
Yeah.
I felt like when he had DJ Aladdin, like on
Hmm.
like OG Onward, he got better and shit.
Right. What is his like his best like album lyrically to you?
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
go with
like
that
all his
OG.
shit. It
Oh, this
depends.
shit. Oh,
Yeah, OG original gangster. I like Home Invasion too.
okay.
I loved Home Invasion. I I love like anything from Power to the fucking Return of the Real album and shit.
Right.
I felt like Return of the Real was more of like a G Funk album, in my opinion. Shit. 34 was the Quiet Storm, Guru. Yeah, he literally
Mm.
called him the Quiet Storm.
Wow. Interesting.
Gifted, unlimited rhymes, universal. Definitely said he's very authentic. He loved Step in the Arena album and stuff like that. He said his strongest traits were like his originality and his flow, but
He's
he just
a.
felt like his industry impact. He felt like he didn't make a big industry impact.
I disagree with that. I think him just doing the Jasmine Test series alone was trend setting
Exactly.
to me. I don't know what Kool Moe Dee is, what the hell he was listening to. You know.
Shit, Kumo D. Mind you, he put himself in the top 10 and shit. Mind
Of
you.
course he
Of
did.
course he did. He's Kool Moe Dee.
Oh man. Wow.
I can't wait to see his number one.
Right? I'm dying to hear this shit. Reg moving too
At least
slow.
it's top five. Top five dead or alive. Is Jadakiss gonna be number one?
Right? Oh god. No. No, it can't be. It cannot be.
Ah,
No. I won't be surprised if it's like the top 10, but number 1, oh god. No.
Yeah, I'll try to pick up the pace a little bit and shit. But yeah,
uh,
Snoop Dogg is number 33. He said strongest shit is his flavor and his originality, longevity, but he felt that he's not really a lyricist. He put lyrics as his weakest, which I
But I
disagree.
think I think Snoop was. I think at one point he was like in the doggy style era, and to me his lyrics fell off after that.
yeah. You can contribute his flow and his bars and shit at that time with fucking what the fuck I finna say? Damn, cause you got the DOC. Yeah, the
Right.
DOC was writing some
Right.
of his shit.
Right.
I feel you, but you guys also got to remember, like Snoop Dogg, he wasn't really he mostly had freestyle his rhymes on top of his head
Yeah,
a lot
But
of the
he
time.
was good at freestyling though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But like I don't know. To me, I felt like with the albums later, like his lyrics tailed off.
I agree.
Like he was just saying like simple shit. You know.
I felt hell. I like paid the cost. I felt like it started
Mm,
with paid the cost and shit.
right.
Number 32 is the King Run of Run DMC.
Mm, okay.
This might be a controversial, but I'd rather put DMC if he's. I like Run, but he's.
I've always liked Run more than DMC lyrically.
I've been more. I'm more of a D. I feel
You
like
more
DMC
DMC?
had that edge.
Yes, I do agree with that. He did have an edge to him. But I think Run was like the perfect like table setter for a lot of the songs. Run's House and Beats to the Rhyme, and I think he was perfect at starting off the track and setting the tone for the track.
Yeah,
yeah. Then DMC can come in on the
Right.
second hook.
Yeah, like you like Don't Down with the King. Same thing with that. He started it off and then DMC came in.
yeah, man. I'm not. Yeah, I felt like Tougher Than Leather was his best album lyrically with Run
Right.
South, was Run DMC and shit.
Right.
But I hear what y'all are saying. He pretty much said that body of work, live performance, vocal presence were his strongest, but his vocabulary was his weakest trait.
Come on, but this is the '80s, yo.
It's
They were all doing. What is wrong with Kool Moe
not
Dee? Like
everybody
really?
was rapping that treacherously like that. Kumo.
If
Everybody could
yo,
spit bars like he was doing off
can
50 Ways and shit.
all right. So can you imagine if Keith Murray came out in the '80s? They would have looked at him like, oh, yeah, he's a lyrical god and shit
He would
back
have been the
then.
best rapper in the '80s and
Right.
shit, man.
No, nobody was
And
doing that heavy vocabulary shit until the '90s, yo.
imagine if Big Pun came out in the 80s, niggas' head would
Right.
have exploded into confetti
Exactly.
and shit.
Exactly.
Imagine if ASAP Rock came out in the '80s.
Rakim was like the only exception. Rakim was like he was on another level.
Yeah.
Number 31 was the original Curtis Blow. Way too
I
Okay.
high.
ain't mad with it.
Yeah, I think that's hard for
Yeah.
Curtis.
Switch him with maybe Spoonie, maybe
Spoonie
put him in the
G.
40s,
Like
40s and shit. But
Yeah, the 40s that would have been good too.
But like he said, he was hip hop's first superstar. He was
Yeah.
the archetype for like the Will Smiths and the Ja Rules and shit like that.
But if he was hip hop's first superstar, why he's not higher? You know what I'm saying? Like you would think
I
he'd be
don't
like
know.
in the top 20. Why is he where he's at?
Yeah,
Sometimes when you're the first, that don't mean you're the best. Sometimes
yeah.
you,
But,
He
but,
did his thing for his time of music. He
but
got in at the
and
right time.
MC Shan learned that the hard way.
right. But where's he ranking Hammer? Because Hammer opened the door for mainstream rap.
Man, hammering on them.
So where's he?
I, I,
Hammer got to
I,
be on
I
that
don't
list.
I don't think he gonna put him on his list though.
No,
Maybe not.
the
I can't tell. I'm not in
the
Kool Moe Dee's mind,
the
so I
the
won't
guy
know.
that opened up the doors for mainstream rap to go commercially, like yeah, I think he would have to be on there.
Shit. He
Everybody had a
said,
position to play.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody couldn't just be gangsters out here shooting guns and talking all that slick shit.
Right. Right.
he said Curtis was excelling at originality and concepts, but his weakest was his lyrics and battle skills, which,
I agree.
because Just Ice
Yeah,
killed
I
him
agree with it
before
too.
he
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 30 is the Southpaw Scarface.
Mm. Now you know people gonna think he should have been higher than just 30.
I think he should have been higher,
Right.
especially with who else is on over him, which
Right.
we're just now getting into the controversy now.
Right.
All right, can't wait to hear
He
this.
talked that Scarface was a big precursor to Tupac, which I agree heavily.
What version of
Um,
Pac though?
the Tupacalypse,
Oh.
well, just Tupacalypse strictly.
Right.
I also felt he was precursor to a lot of MCs,
Mm-hmm.
from Biggie's to the J's. Like niggas
Mm-hmm.
don't give Scarface his just due on a lot of shit. Like the first nigga to reference Scarface in hip hop.
Right.
He felt like his
Interesting.
strongest shit was his substance, body of work, longevity, but he felt like his weakest shit was his vocabulary and his battle skills.
I
What?
disagree with the vocabulary. Well, who did he battle though? Who
He
did he
never
battle? Did he
battled
battle?
nobody.
Yeah,
Well,
he
well,
never battled nobody like
well
that.
then you
Not from
can't
what I
judge him
know.
if he hasn't never battled nobody. You don't know what he
He
got.
said,
Who Kool Moe Dee battled besides LL Cool J?
Exactly.
hell, he did. Big Daddy Kane wanted to battle Kool Moe Dee. What was all that about?
Exactly.
They
What was
should have
Kool
put
Moe?
that shit on pay per view back then. That shit would have been
Right.
legendary. Cause they said they was gonna do a pay per view on it with like different MCs rapping and shit, but motherfuckers didn't want to do the shit.
Shit. Number 29 is the Substance Spitter Black Thought.
29.
Black
As
Thought.
as as crazy these kids go for Black Thought now in this era, they would swear like
This
he's the
this
new
was
Rakim.
before the Black Thought craze, way
Oh,
before all that.
I still think that's too low for Black Thought. Way too low.
I would have put him at least 15 spots high at least.
Yeah, top 10, top 15.
I
Yeah,
never listen to his stuff. I never listen to him like that. I probably heard him though, but most likely didn't
The,
recognize him.
he was great with the Roots, but he don't have no great solo shit. That's the problem with him.
I agree
Like
Okay,
with
he
that.
don't
that's
have
probably what
a solo album. You know what I'm saying?
that's probably what a lot of these dudes that be in groups
Right,
and shit.
right.
He said his strongest traits are his substance, his flow, but his weakest trait is his flavor.
I disagree.
I disagree with that
I,
too.
I don't. I don't, what? How was he judging the MCs with the flavor thing? Like they're not flashy enough? Is that what you mean?
They ain't
Um,
dancing like it's Wild Wild West, man. That's why he listen to money.
Right.
he said for him, he doesn't play with his voice as much as he could.
What is this playing with
Play with
his
his
voice
voice.
shit?
What? Play with his
What is
voice.
all
What
that?
the hell?
You want
What
him to
kind of
sing? I don't understand.
BDSM shit? What kind
Like
of
Like,
like like how
BDSM
Slick
shit you doing,
Rick,
Kool Moe Dee?
like how
yeah,
Slick
but
Rick sometimes do.
Slick
Because
Rick had an
I
accent
heard
though. He had an accent. He had a
Yeah,
London
he was
accent.
British. He was British.
number
Everybody can't play with
28.
their voice on some freaky type shit on
Right.
Kool Moe Dee.
Rakim never played with his voice, his vocals.
Rakim was just Rakim. He didn't need to
Right.
change for nobody.
Same thing with Cool G Rap.
Number 28 is poetry in motion. Common.
That's still too low. I think Common and Black Thought would have been higher for me.
Yeah, a little bit higher, especially coming.
Uh,
Yeah.
he
Common
felt
got
like
classics. He got classics albums.
he felt like his strongest shit was his concepts and poetic values, but he felt like his weakest trait was again his flavor
Nah, I don't
So
agree.
with
and
this
his
nigga with
I
flavor,
don't agree
man.
with
You're
that.
not making noodles, Kool Moe
Nah,
Dee.
I don't agree with that.
he said his vocal presence and his live performance,
His live
which I
performances, I've seen
disagree with.
Common live.
I seen
He's
Common
definitely
live.
dope.
Common
Yeah,
killed that
he's
shit.
definitely dope. You don't know what he's talking about.
You said his vocal presence. I don't
When was
get
this
that.
book? When was this book written? When was,
This was 2003,
oh
This
yeah, this is
Biggie
way
part. This
back.
this Biggie part two all over.
Yeah, that's way
number
back.
27. The hardcore rhymer exhibit.
The Exhibit is underrated. I don't know if I would have put him that high. 27.
This
Blonde
this time
Tears
he
was
was.
good. Salute, bro.
What's
He
up?
said
What's up,
Scarface is
dude?
not top five. Oh man, don't start don't start something
Whoa,
here.
whoa, whoa!
Don't
What?
start that
I
shit
said,
here.
What?
oh shit.
Hold on. Let me pause Dexter's Laboratory right
Oh
quick. What you
man.
say? Scarface is not top five.
Wow.
I
Y'all
never seen a
funny.
man cry till I see the
Oh
man die.
man. Oh man.
Nigga smile.
That
A
that's
minute
that
to
East
pray, a
Coast
second to
East Coast
die.
bias. I'm hearing East Coast
The East
bias.
Coast, East
Let me
Coast buying
roll.
shirts $5.
The motherfucking fix.
The
I'm
South
hearing
got
East
I
Coast
ain't,
something to
I ain't
bias.
say.
get to the Ghetto Boys yet.
The South got something to say.
Hey,
Say it again. Say it
The
again.
South got something to say.
I don't
And
know.
I'm from Georgia. And I'm from Georgia. And I listen to everything though. But this whole East Coast bias shit,
I'm
y'all, some of these East Coast dudes trying to sound like West Coast dudes.
I'm still bugging off of him saying Common has no lyrical presence and his stage performance. I saw Common in 2006. I got the concert stub. He was definitely a great on stage. I don't know what the hell Kumali is talking about.
This is
You
We
could
how.
see with the Star Trek shades, so
we
he could
we
see
we're
the
talk.
greatness.
He said, "What did I miss?" We're talking about the Cool G Rap book and from '03, and he had like his top 50 MCs of all time, and the list is was crazy.
He
That's what we're
said Cool G
discussing right
Rap.
now. We didn't get the top five yet.
He said exhibit is
And
not
no, Jadakiss is not
necessarily.
number one, not from what
Nah,
I
he
heard.
can't be. In '03, hell no, he can't be.
He said exhibit is not necessarily gangster. He's not necessarily player. He's not necessarily pimped out or thugged out, and he's not necessarily
He was
jiggy.
he was California. That's good enough. He don't need to be jiggy or gangster. He was great
I'm
at what he
saying he don't
did.
need to do all
I
that.
don't
He great
understand.
with what the fuck he did. He didn't need to do
He
none of
said
that.
he was
Y-
lyrical.
Yes, he is.
y'all niggas just know him from Pimp My Ride. Y'all ain't really
Exhibit,
listen to this
I'm gonna tell you,
discography and shit.
Exhibit got classics over Black Thought. Black Thought got only classics with the Roots, not solo. Exhibit got classics by himself. His first album, At the Speed of Light, that's a classic. Restless, that's a classic.
Mm.
Some say
He
40
said,
Days, 40 Nights, that's a great album too.
yeah, like he said, originality and concepts are strongest, but he said he's not versatile because
I disagree.
he said it's the same album over and over.
But yeah,
Wow, you can
but
say that about a lot
this
of
yeah,
dudes.
but what he's saying is it's almost like what so if Exhibit was mainstream, then he would have an issue with him. If he was too gangster, he would have an issue with him. So you don't like it when he's just himself. So he got to be flashy and then like I'm not getting like the criteria for his list though.
If he was too jiggy,
Cause
he'll be Will Smith
right
for Wild
yeah,
Wild
cause
West shit.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Mace was flashy. I'm pretty sure Mace ain't on that list with his one good album,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah,
I'm not
nah.
understanding the criteria that he's going for.
I mean, it was 2003. He probably was in a whole different perspective back then. So I don't know. I'm telling you, man, he couldn't see the greatness with them
We
Star Trek
we
shades.
should
So I keep
we should
saying that.
we should have had Cool G Rap on here. I mean not Cool G Rap. Kool Moe Dee to explain itself because I'm not getting the criteria at all for his list.
Number 26 is the I can't even read the unorthodox master Pharaoh Monch.
Pharaoh's dope. I don't know. Is that like a right seeding for him? 26,
I put him. I mostly put him in my top 20. Believe it or not,
top
like
20.
top 25. So I'm not
Well,
mad
he's
about
he's
that.
barely he's barely at 25. You know what I'm saying? So Pharaoh's dope.
Pharaoh
His
Pharaoh is one of those cats you have to listen to a lot
right,
to
I
understand what he's
never
saying.
listened
Like
to him. Not from what I know. I probably heard him, but probably never paid no
yeah,
attention.
but it's not about location. Like if Exhibit was from New York, I would still say he's a dope ass MC. I'm not going by location.
Yeah,
I don't know how much
I ain't,
location plays in how people view artists, but to me, I think like Corrupt. I just think he's a dope ass MC, and he has classic albums. I don't know. He don't need to be flashy to be a dope ass artist. That's just in
yeah.
my opinion.
Corrupt was just good at being corrupt. That's you can say that
Right.
about a lot of these dudes on that
Exactly.
list.
Like Razcast. Razcast was good at being Razcast. He wasn't flashy.
Different styles
mm,
and different flavors for everybody. Why would you just want 50
Right.
niggas on the same thing doing the
What
same shit? That don't make no
exactly.
sense.
What did he say about Pharoah Monch?
well, he pretty much gave him high scores throughout. He just said his weakest score was like he didn't really have an industry impact or a social impact.
But that's not his fault. That's the head slept on him. That's not his
Yeah,
fault.
he said it's not his fault. Yeah,
Right.
because he literally said he's one of the most lyrical MCs he's ever heard.
Right.
Number
Uh,
25 is
Blauren said Inspector Deck definitely is underrated. Is he on the list?
no.
He's not on the list.
Wow,
No,
We
wow.
can't have every Wu Tang
there's
member
only
on
two Wu
it.
Tang members on the list.
I already know who it is. I know Method Man is on the
Ghostface,
list. Method Man and
Ghostface,
Ghostface.
Robert Raekwon,
Yeah.
maybe.
One of them is
I would have
right.
put
That's
the
all.
I would have
Huh?
put the Jizz on there or something. That's just
And
me.
everybody, the whole clan can be on the list too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this number 25 is the all-purpose MC Heavy D.
Oh, Heavy D. That's a surprise. I'd have thought people slept on Heavy D lyrically.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Number 20,
I'm
number
I'm
25.
not gonna I'm not gonna get mad at this placement because I rarely see Heavy on a lot of MC lists
Yeah,
or
me
like
either.
artist lists. So
Yeah, he was
I
a
was
good again another artist that I saw live. He was a great performer. He outdanced his own choreographers.
Yep.
But I always felt
Plus,
like lyrically he was slept on. I don't feel like a lot of people respected his lyrics.
and plus, don't think just because he light skinned he wouldn't fuck you up and shit. Because
Right.
niggas done heard stories about him
Oh yeah.
representing Mount Vernon and putting niggas in fear and shit. So
Right.
don't
Yep.
sleep on Heavy D.
Yeah. Heavy D was dope.
yeah. He pretty much gave him high scores. He said body of work is 100. Longevity. He said his weakest score was like it's not his fault, but he's not really a battle rapper, and his
Right.
vocabulary is weak.
I don't agree with the vocabulary part, but he didn't. Everybody loved Heavy. He wasn't in no beef.
Yeah,
You know.
that's a good thing. A
Yeah.
lot of niggas just wanting to make music and stuff. And I
Facts.
think if somebody brung it to him, he would have
He would
definitely
have did.
held his
Oh
own.
yeah. For sure.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah. Number 24 is the Master Energy, Busta Rhymes.
He should be higher. But Buster's in my
Yeah.
top 10 all time. I don't understand how he's in the 20s.
Just off those first four Busta Rhymes
Yeah.
albums and his
And
later work and
and
stuff.
his stage presence, he kill features, everything.
His energy on
Yeah.
track just get motherfuckers hype. Like
Yeah.
when you see a dude like that with so much energy, just pouring out of him, that make you want to get on your shit and make you step up your
Right.
penmanship and stuff. A lot
Right.
of dudes don't do that. They might have like the energy, but they might not have the rhymes and stuff. So
Right.
you'll look at a nigga like, let me say like fucking I'm trying to see what some of these kids be thinking of now. These niggas might have like the most energy, but they ain't saying nothing.
You're not saying nothing. Like Big
But
Sean.
with a dude like Busta Rhymes, I wouldn't go that far. But when you say a dude like Busta, but when you say a dude like Busta Rhymes, like he came with the penmanship, his personality and the energy. He was just unorthodox with it.
Lawrence Tier said if Grand Poo ain't on the list, you should burn it. We going by Kumo D's list. I don't know who he consider a great MC.
It ain't a lot of females on this list neither.
Yeah,
So
there's not a lot
I
of
only
females
seen
either.
like I only seen like Lil Kim
He
and Foxy
And
Brown.
Foxy, you don't. Where was MC Light? Where was Salt and Pepper,
Queen
Queen Latifah,
Latifah,
Roxanne Shante? Where are they at?
There's more females on the
Oh, there's more
list.
females coming. Oh,
Eve,
Yeah,
Grand
and
Puba's
Trina
dope,
better not make
definitely.
the list. Oh yeah, I forgot it was 2003. Never mind.
Right. What did he
yeah.
say bad about Buster?
Um, he only said that he has no substance in his songs.
There's
What?
It's
no
all about
what?
partying with him.
Nah, that's not true.
No
He
substance.
not listening to Buster Rhymes then.
He's
You
not.
can't be listening to him. Buster had the party hits. He had the reflective songs about his life. He had the little hardcore tracks, and he did everything. What the hell is he talking about?
He had it all. He was a mixed
He had it
bag.
all.
He couldn't
Number
just be out
20.
here dancing like Wild Wild West and shit, So he couldn't just
What
have
the
those
fuck?
Star Trek shades
What,
on. He was
when
busting
was the
around.
last time anybody said Kool Moe Dee had versatility in his, in his songs? Like, what is he smoking?
Number 20. Number 23. The unsung hero Will Smith, aka the Fresh
What
Prince.
number?
Hey,
What?
I can't be mad at
What
Will
number?
I
got to be
can't
Over
get
better.
mad
Busta
at that list.
Rhymes? Over Busta
I
Rhymes?
don't think he's better lyrically than Buster though. But I think as he's a legend.
I'm
I
not
ain't
mad
putting
about.
Will Smith up there that high. That's just me.
Where you putting him? Where you putting Will?
I probably put him like in like the mid 30s, maybe.
Yeah, but see, but Will transcended from
Yeah, I
music
know
to
what you're saying.
Hollywoods. Yeah, so it's like Will Smith opened the door for everybody to think that they're an actor.
He
You know what I
You
said
mean?
got
he's the
niggas
most.
thinking you got niggas thinking they can rap and shit just because Will Smith was out here spitting jiggy bars and stuff, like he was Shaq and stuff. Man, get out of here. I understand what he's trying to say though, but how could you put him over Busta Rhymes?
He said
I
he's the
don't
most
know.
underrated MC in hip hop history.
No, he's not. I
I
disagree.
ain't going that far.
I disagree.
See,
I,
he can't see the greatness with those
no,
Star Trek shades on. I keep saying that, man.
I still feel like Cormega and AZ are underrated, more underrated.
Yeah, you ain't put. I don't know
Yeah,
if you put Cormega
I
AZ
don't,
up there. Like,
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, he said industry impact was his strongest suit and longevity. But
of course, he was getting jiggy with it.
he said his weakest was his poetic value,
No,
his
I disagree.
lyrics, and his battle skills.
I disagree. But what everybody was not battling. It was I don't
Everybody wasn't
understand.
a battle rapper.
Everybody was
Yeah,
not battling
see,
people, yo.
those Star Trek shades are blinding
What
him.
is he talking about?
Everybody wasn't out here spitting bars like they was Coogee
Reg,
Rap and shit.
how many albums did you talk about? He has lyrical substance. Okay, when you storytelling tracks like you saw my Blinker
Yep.
and Nightmare on My Street
Twinkle,
and
twinkle, I'm not a
right
star.
then she bit me from and in this corner, like he has storytelling tracks. What is Kool Moe Dee talking about?
Summertime.
Summertime, right? A great summertime track.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us, right?
Number
He's bugging.
22.
He's bugging.
Shit. The first of two Wu Tang niggas. The lyrical one, Jizza, the genius.
Oh, Jesus is on the
Yes,
list.
my
Okay,
nigga.
only two made it.
Yeah.
So Ghost and
Look,
Method Man. What about Ray? They're not on it. You God.
One of them is on this list.
The what
Liquor
about the
Sword, my
rest? What
favorite.
about the others?
One of them is on this list.
He couldn't see those Star Trek shades, so
Yeah,
I keep going back to that.
he
He can't see the
wilding, you
greatness.
know. He's wilding.
Um, when it comes to Jizza, he said that his strongest suit was his flow, live performance, poetic value, but he felt like he had no flavor. He had
What
What
is
is
no
up
he
with this
juice.
talking
flavor
about? The
shit,
whole
man?
clan had flavor. They
Good
changed the whole
actually.
game. What is he talking about?
Just by the music videos, they had flavor. I mean, the Jizza came with his own
I don't
style.
understand. But like,
Each member of the Wu Tang Clan ain't the same, so you can say they each of them had flavor. They had different personalities. For you to
so
say that Jizza didn't have no flavor, it's crazy.
Vinyl and Kick said Ghost is the other Wu member. Where's Method Man at? Like Method Man is not on this list.
You'll see who's the other member. I'm not gonna reveal it until number 21, the pure lyricist, Rascass.
Over a lot of people. I'm surprised at that one.
Over
I'm
Busta
not.
Rhymes,
Right.
He's actually number 21 on my list too. Believe it or not.
Rascast?
Yeah, fire.
Rascast would have made my list. I don't think I don't. I'm not putting him over Busta Rhymes though.
I never listened to him like that. If y'all did talk
He
about Soul on Ice, I would have never
he
like
he
really
got
heard of him.
one true classic album. Busta Rhymes got like 3 4 classic albums. How was he over Busta Rhymes?
You
Ras
can't
Over
see
Slick
what
has
Rick.
those
Right,
Star
over
Trek
Slick
shades
Rick.
on.
Right, like Blauman said, over Slick Rick. Rascast over Slick Rick.
he said he has Rascast out of all the MCs on the West Coast, even over Pac. He had
Oh, was Spice One?
the
Nah,
most solid reputation as a
no,
lyricist.
no. I disagree.
Well, he's
I
really
disagree.
I
sleeping on the
disagree
West
with that.
Coast.
I disagree with that.
But his
Be real
lyricism,
for Cypress Hill.
You know how
I
many dope
disagree
I
with that
MCs are on the West
100%.
Coast?
MC
So
Ren.
so he hold up. So he's saying he has like the most influential as far as like West Coast lyricists.
He said he's from the school of MCs who are strictly about the lyricals.
So there's a lot of other ones like Exhibit Evidence. Evidence is hardly slept on. Nobody mentions Evidence. I mean, in my opinion, I
So
think Evidence is a dope lyricist.
You can't see what those Star
strongest
Trek
suit.
shades on. I keep telling you, man.
He says strongest suits are vocabulary and originality, but his weakest suits are social impacts. And he feels like, and I quote, he has rhyme retardation. Sometimes he
He
can
has
feel
what?
like he's dumbing down his lyrical content
Well,
in an attempt to touch
he's
the
never done
masses.
that. He's never done that on
Rhyme,
no album.
retardation. What
He's never
sort of
done
shit?
that.
Is this the dictionary of Kool Moe Dee? He just making up words and shit?
What
What
the
the hell?
fuck? What the hell is
What is
that?
up with this nigga, man? Damn, Kool Moe Dee, damn.
Number 21,
That's that East Coast bias going on, man.
Bro,
number 20 is the fire starter, Redman.
Redman would be in my top 20, but again, over Buster, like that's a versus right there. Redman and Buster.
He said Redman's strongest suit is his flavor and his originality, but his weakest is like his social impact. He feels like he's not trying to make a social impact. That's why he put it as his
I
weakest.
don't believe that. But what is he
Reggie is
going
just
off
trying
of
to be
though?
Reggie.
What is he
What is
going
he
off
going
when
off?
he says social impact? What is he going off of? Like how popular he is?
Hold on,
He ain't
let me look
defined
at.
that. He just keeps
Yeah.
saying that.
He said, and
He
he's saying
says
the whole flavor thing.
for social impact, recognizes and rewards artists who try to better the community, then better the environment and better the country.
Nigga, this ain't no eco-friendly type shit. He's a rapper. Like,
Everybody can't be
I
Chuck
don't get
D.
it.
Like, I don't
This
understand.
ain't no damn PETA organization. What are you talking about?
His
And he says for
Everybody can't
flavor,
be everybody can't be around holding hands like we are the world music video and shit.
right. Blowing Tears said, "I love Richie Rich and Ice Cube." Is Ice Cube on the list?
yes, I skip
He got to
on
be
the list.
higher. I know Richie Rich ain't on there, right?
Nah,
I
He
don't know
left
who
out
that
a
is.
couple of Richie Rich is from the Bay. He left out a lot of dope
Okay.
lyricists, man.
number 19 is the
Yeah.
timeless rhymes of MC Light.
MC Light would have been in my top 10 for females. I think she's the best female rapper
Yeah.
ever.
There ain't a lot
There's
of
two other
female
females.
MCs you can really put up
Right,
there like that.
right.
Yeah, there's two other females ahead of Light too. So
Are they good?
there's two other
Yeah.
females ahead of Light.
I
Uh,
see how he just
Oh
dodged the
man.
question though. I like that.
Right,
He a true politician.
right.
he said MC Light is probably the most flavorful female MC in the game.
You notice how he's using old school terms, flavorful?
Flavorful.
Who still says that?
He's saying it
Oh
like she a
man.
damn candy bar or something.
Right.
Like, damn.
But he said that, and like I
I
said,
want to
he
lick it
gave
too though,
Light
but damn Kool Moe Dee shit.
high ratings all throughout, but he said that her weakest trait is industry impact because she flies under the radar a lot.
But that's not her fault. That wasn't her fault. If
That's
she
why he
was
said
talking about if she was showing skin, then she would be a proxy with Kim.
shit.
Yeah, that
Number
is true.
18. on the unstoppable force of O'Shea Jackson,
Ice Cube is
aka
18. 18?
Ice. Yes,
That low?
top 10, top fucking
He's top
10.
10. Yes, definitely. I don't. 18. Wow.
But he said this: "It is solely because of Ice Cube that I understood and had to respect gangster rap. I had to respect for Ice T because of how he approached it, and I hated NWA because of how they approached it."
What?
What?
He's from NWA. I don't understand. What did he do
Yeah,
that was
How
so
you gonna
different?
how
but he said
how
he
you gonna
liked
like Ice Cube
Q.
but hate NWA?
Right.
He said he liked Q because of his writing and because of the fact that when he went solo and stuff like that, he was just giving it to you straight up about the ghetto. Like he loved America's Most Wanted and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And he said he was one of the many ugly truths of adolescent ghetto life.
It sounds like he's not a fan of gangster rap at all. Because he mentioned this before.
That East Coast bias, man. No Star Trek shades, man. They blinding him from seeing the greatness of the West Coast
Right.
and gangster rap.
Right.
Everybody had their own flavor when it came to the gangster rap genre. It
Right.
wasn't just niggas out there talking about they gonna kill each other. You had dudes telling their life story, so
Right.
it couldn't just be about niggas dancing like it's the Wild Wild West video, nigga. Everybody had their own flavor.
That's
Right.
crazy.
He felt like Q's strongest suit was his longevity, vocal presence, and live performance. And he felt like Q was not versatile. His, that was his weakest
He
point.
wasn't versatile in whatever
He
he was
wasn't
versatile.
versatile.
That's what ruined his music. He was too versatile.
Yeah, he should have just stuck with that West Side Connection in that
Right.
first album.
Exactly.
Gangsters make the world go round.
What?
That's all he
Yo,
had to stick with.
Kool Moe
Ding
Dee is
ding
bugging.
ding ding. And you have to go with
Number,
that Don Cormega
Yes, I
type
do agree
shit,
with
man.
I
Fuck
do. You
that.
see what Blaren said? He has a pre golden era bias. I do agree with that because a lot of stuff he's saying back then it didn't make sense.
number 17, the Master Flow or the last Wu Tang member on this list, Method Man.
Yes, Method gotta make it. Definitely. That's like everybody loved Method Man, yo.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm curious to hear
He
his weakness. I want to hear
OD.
I want to hear his weakness about Method Man. I want to see if it's like if he's talking about the albums or whatever.
Well, he pretty much says that he uses a lot of slang in his
So
music and stuff like that.
it's hip hop. It's nothing but slang. What is he talking about?
I
That's
When
mean,
did
slang
he ever
he
talk
from
that
proper?
Shaolin.
only his inner circle would get. That's what I said.
Everybody
But
around the
they had
world
their
get
own
it.
they had their own lingo. That's
Now,
what made them so dope though. That's what made Ghost Gray and Ghost so dope. They had their own lingo. Nobody sounded like them.
Everybody wasn't the same in the Wu Tang Clan. I don't see how he don't get that. I'm telling you, those Star Trek
Yeah,
shades
that's
on his face
it's
is bound to him for
prehistoric.
greatness.
It's prehistoric dino years that he's sounding like, bro. He's sounding crazy.
yeah, man. He said originality. He was strongest, flow, freestyle.
If GMC is not on this list, I'm dissing him on Twitter. Who's GMC?
Yeah, who is
DMC?
GMC?
DMC? You mean from Run? He had Run on the list. He didn't have DMC.
Number
Oh, he talking about
16.
Grandmaster Caz. That's what we talking about. He probably got Caz on that list.
Number 16 is the master rhyme stylist Tretch of Naughty by Nature.
Underrated. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know if I would put him in the top 15 though.
Well,
Underrated.
I
He
mean,
he he underrated, and I like Trek's flow. Cause like again, nobody had his flow. He had his own lane.
yeah.
Yeah,
I,
Caz.
oh, yeah, Kaz is on the list, but I'm not telling you where.
He high because you didn't mention him yet, so he got to be in the top five. That's his buddy. So I'm assuming he gonna put him in the top five. Yo. He gonna put him in the top
Who y'all
five.
talking?
So
Who y'all talking about?
Grandmaster Caz, he gonna put him in the top five. I already know because he didn't
he
mention him
said
yet.
he said Tretch is the
Okay.
author of the anthem.
Yes, I agree with that.
I agree with that too.
Yeah,
Tretch,
they
I'm
dope
actually
live.
glad Tretch is on this
You
list.
saw them live too, right? You saw them live too.
Yes,
Yeah, they good live. They definitely know how to rock the crowd.
for real. All right. Live
What's his
performance,
weakness?
strong suit. His weakness. Give me a second. He said vocabulary. He said he uses the
I
same pitch on
disagree.
every song.
No, that's not true. Stretch was very versatile in
What?
different songs. He's bugging.
You guys are funny.
He's bugging.
That's bullshit right there now.
I don't understand. Like, like it's like you're putting these MCs
If
high
you
at a
listen to
high
some of these
C.
rappers now, so-called rappers, I'm gonna just call them characters. You listen to some of these characters now, you'll be surprised what these dudes will say. So,
Right.
like, I don't know.
How
Yeah.
is he going? How is he going about seeding these MCs and you're putting them in like top 15, top 10, but you're saying like their weaknesses is like it sounds stupid though. It's like oh, Method Man uses too much slang. That doesn't make sense.
Shit. Just to let you know, after we finish this book, I'm just gonna end off the vid because I was trying to watch that Western, that Jay Z
Oh, Harder
Western
They
movie.
Fall. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good movie. I saw that last night. Definitely got to see that.
yeah. If I fall asleep, I'll just catch up in the morning. Fuck it.
Right.
Number
Stretch is dope.
15 is the King of the Streets, Jigga Jehovah, Sean Carter,
Jay Z.
Mister
Jay Z is that
Mister
low?
Beyonce.
Hell
No,
no. He's top
he's
five for
number
me.
he's number 16 to me. Like he's
Number
in my
16. You got Jay Z
he's
at
not in my
16.
top 10. Yeah,
Who's
Jay's not
better
in my
than Jay Z? Who's better than other than Nas? Who's better than Jay Z?
Chuck D, Scarface.
Chuck D's not better than Jay Z. Lyrically, I don't think he's better than Jay Z.
I feel like Chuck D has the best voice in hip hop, in my opinion.
He has a great voice, but
And
I at least put
and
the Jigga Man in my top 10.
Jay Z top five for me. I don't see
Big
how he's
L.
at number 16. Big
I mean,
L,
don't get me wrong. I love Jay, but he's not in my top 10 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Big L with one album is already better than Jay Z.
Lyrically, L was on another. His
Come on.
lyricism alone. Hold on. So this nigga can have all of his golden age buddies on his list, but I can have L in my fucking top 20.
Big L was great.
Yeah, I don't
Big L
see
was
nothing wrong
great.
with that.
I'm just
If he
saying you
had more
got
albums out, he would have been up there.
so you mean to tell me that there's 15 other MCs right now that's better than Jay Z lyrically? I don't think so.
I'm not just talking about lyric. I'm just
So
talking
so
about
what
the
what is but
style.
when you make a list, what are you going off for, like what, like is it, what's your criteria? Is it
Lyricism,
discography? Is it
albums.
because it can't be what Kumo G is saying, is Kumo D is
Hell
saying,
no.
because it's
Well, I did borrow a little bit from what Kumo D
It
is.
could
If
be
I
a
use
mixture of different things.
right.
it's a mixture of different things. Yeah, like I like Jay Z. Don't get me wrong, but I think at the same time I feel like there's 10 other MCs or other MCs. I feel like hell, I have Guru over Jay.
I
I
don't
have
got
Guru
Guru over
over
Jay.
Jay.
Hell no. Guru was great. I got Jay over Guru.
Shit, I have LL over Jay Z. Fuck it.
No, I don't have LL over Jay Z. LL was in my top 10. I don't. I think I still got Jay over LL.
Shit, I mean, like I said, I
It's,
mean, different strokes, different folks. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
That's what
if we
different
talking
folks.
just lyrics, I still got Jay Z over LL and Guru. If
What?
we talking, yes,
Just a
lyrically,
lyricism.
I
Okay.
think Jay Z's better than LL lyrically. I do think he's better than.
Okay.
But if
I
you're
mean,
going by like if there's like other things like even if
Yeah.
it's discography, I think this discography Jay have a better discography than LL.
I feel like in terms of number of classics, I feel like they're both equal, at least.
What? No, Jay Z has more classics than LL.
Okay,
Clear,
Reasonable
that's
Doubt,
it's not by a
Volume
landslide. Reasonable Doubt,
Volume
Blueprint,
2,
Volume
Blueprint,
Two,
Black
the
Album.
Black Album. To
Well,
me, I think Volume One a great
well,
album. I don't
well,
know why people hate on that album.
well, I was talking universal classics, you know.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
Universal.
was
I
just
mean,
talking.
well, that's still debatable because like some people will say that oh, Black Album's not a classic, and to me, it's a classic.
That is a good point.
You
Shit.
know,
But like I said, personally, in terms of
Bl-
personal classics, I would put Jay over LL.
Bl-
In terms of
Bl-
personal,
Blomman says Jay Z always gets murdered on posse joints.
I disagree. Blackout, he had the best verse on Blackout.
Yes, I'm a ghetto nigga doing Will Smith numbers.
Dun,
That's all I
dun,
needed to hear.
come
That's all I
on.
needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. He killed
Hell,
that joint.
hell.
And Locks was on that.
MOP. The joint he did with MOP.
Yes, the
Come on,
Four Alarm
man.
Blaze. Yes,
Best verse
yes.
on that
Yeah, the
too.
best verse on that. Yeah,
I
but there's joints like Renegade. I thought Eminem was better than him on
But
Renegade.
that was originally an Eminem song too. People forget
Right,
about
right.
that.
They
He
took voice
made
off.
he made that beat.
Right. They took Royce off of the track.
Yeah,
If you look at Reservoir Dogs, I don't think Jay Z had the best verse on that.
me neither.
You know what I'm saying?
I
To
mean,
me, I think Sheik's verse was underrated.
I
I
like
mean, we
Benny
all
Siegel's
agree
verse.
one time. Hell, Jada Kids didn't always have the best
I'm,
verse and
I'm, I'm
shit.
giving Sheik some love. I'm giving Sheik some because I like the line where he said like kicking rhymes to the poster to Biggie move on the poster. I thought that shit was fire. You know,
I'm just speaking facts and showing
he's
receipts.
saying, but you got to be sharp every time. I get it, but there was other niggas that got burnt on their own posse because it ain't just Jay Z though.
Yeah,
Exactly. Y'all let what
it's a
Nas
different
said.
dude.
Nas said one line, niggas.
Right.
And he
Everybody
let
can't be the best on each of their posse cuts and stuff. You got to give other niggas some shine and stuff. It
Right.
just can't be about the same dude all the time.
Right.
exactly. What's another posse I felt? Hell, I feel like Jay had a best verse on "What We Do." I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I do. He made that song what it is. He
Yes,
made that song a hit. Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
But yeah, when he comes to Jay Z, he felt like his strongest shit was his freestyle ability, his lyrics, flow. He pretty much gave Jay Z high marks, but he felt like his weakest was his poetic value.
I disagree. I
I
disagree.
disagree. Reasonable Doubt was poetry.
Exactly. What are we
Yeah.
talking
Volume
about?
one was poetry.
Dear Summer. That wasn't even his album. It was just a single
Four
song
four
on Memphis
four.
Bleak album.
444.
I'm not going that far. It was okay.
I ain't
It was
never
okay.
listened to 444. I'm sticking to.
You're not missing nothing.
I rather listen to the Dynasty
Right. Yeah,
compilation.
Dynasty. He had
So
some joints on the Dynasty album.
Yes.
Lawrence
I
said I
should have
never
talked
saw
about
Cool
this
G Rap
book a
get by.
while ago.
Cool
Should
G
have talked
Rap
about
is
this book.
definitely great. Cool G Rap, he got to be on that list. Cool G Rap got to be
He's
on
the
the
next one.
Prodigy. He's the first one.
Number 14. The
Oh,
Lord is
he's
looking
number 14. Nah, come on. He got to be higher than
just
that.
off just off that Coogee Rap and DJ Polo Live and Let Die album cover. Like, come on, Road to the
Number
Riches.
14,
4, 5, 6 Roots of Evil.
right? Roots of Evil is one of his best albums. His storytelling on that was crazy.
Hell, to this day, he's still putting it down to this day.
I don't get
Yeah.
that. 14? Who's better than Cool G Rap? I want to
He
see
killed
like the rest of this list.
he
Who's better
he,
than Cool G Rap?
he killed the symphony. So
Right.
that's all I got to say.
He felt like his strongest shit was his originality, flow, which his flow was impeccable.
He said he's
Lyrics.
14.
But he felt like his weakest
He
was
cussed too
he gave
much.
him
He curses
he
too
gave
much.
him good
So
scores,
what?
but
That's
his
what he
social
gonna say.
impact.
But that's not his fault though.
He's the
So
guy.
you
His
gonna blame the artist because they're not socially out there?
his social impact. He's the godfather of mafiosos.
Erase
Man, of course,
Exactly.
he
How
had
the
an
hell?
impact.
Niggas forget about erase Rikers Island alone. What telling niggas
Exactly.
don't do shit
Exactly.
or else they'll go to Rikers Island.
Road to
That's
the
I don't
riches.
understand, but like what
I
he's
I,
going
de-
off of.
I, de- I declare war.
How many people? How many of these kids now in this era know Cool G Rap compared to Kool Moe Dee? There's not a lot of them that know who Kool Moe Dee is.
Yeah.
Number 13 is probably the most controversial placement on this whole book. I don't even have to say the name. Just guess. I'm not even gonna
Prodigy,
say the name.
Prodigy, because he I ain't hear him yet.
No, just name one rapper everybody talks about
Nas,
on this
it
chat.
can't be Nas.
No, one
Nas,
rapper a certain person talks about. His name
Jadakiss,
rhymes with blah block.
Jadakiss, not
Tupac,
Jadakiss. Oh, Tupac number 14, number 13.
number
Number
13.
14. Number
Nah,
13. That's
nah,
top five.
he
Top
bugging.
10.
Says
Well, top
He's
5.
talks the
bugging, yo.
truth.
He's
He's
bugging.
the all-time number one hip hop artist, but he's number 14.
So how the hell is he number 14? Who's better than him?
He said
That
he
East
pretty
Coast
much said
bias,
his
man.
strongest,
Yeah, it is.
his versatility, his body of work, industry impact, longevity. But he said his weakest trait was his battle skills.
What?
He said
All
he
the
thought
diss
he was
songs that he
Better.
made against Bad Boy and Mob
Hit
Deep
him
and for the
up.
Fugees?
said
Hit him
he
up,
He
talked
can't be
motherfucker.
about
serious.
death in his music.
That's not the only thing he
Hit him.
talked about though.
I
I'm saying.
disagree heavily.
What? What?
Go
Just
back to Tupac. Go back. Go
come
back to
on,
Tupac was now strictly for my niggas.
Noise.
Thug,
Then that nigga
Thug
said
Life
something
bro.
about
Volume
kill
One.
that noise.
He was the one that was always looking for a battle. He was always calling people out. we still trying to
I'm
find
Yep.
ready
out.
today.
Yo, you got to be kidding me.
Number number 12 is the Queen Latifah.
Over Tupac? Nah, I'm sorry.
Who?
Nah,
You?
Queen
Who you
Latifah?
say?
Nah, nah,
Queen Latifah.
Oh hell
nah.
no, no.
Mob Deep is not better than Tupac. No, I disagree, Sam. No,
I'm glad she
I
found
think
the lyrics.
Queen
Mob Deep is not
Latifah.
better than Tupac.
I like Queen Latifah, but she should be Lord if she's
I don't even
over
think I don't.
Tupac.
Prodigy is great. I don't even think Prodigy is lyrically is better than Tupac. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just my Tupac bias. I'm starting to sound like Q, and he's not even here. But this is the one time I got to rep for Pac because I totally disagree.
I feel like lyrically, Prodigy can give Pac a run for his money.
Yes, but no, but he's saying Mob Deep is better than Pac. You including Havoc too? No,
Hell
lyrically,
no.
no, no, not lyrically. Hell no, not hell no.
I ain't going.
Slow
I ain't going. I ain't going that far now. So
Nah.
your roll there, young player.
slow
uh,
down, young fella.
he
Latifa
said that
over G Rap? I don't understand that. What? I want to hear her weakness. I want to hear the weaknesses that he's giving all these artists.
social impact, longevity, flavor. He said he vocabulary is the weakest.
The vocabulary.
Nah, I
He
disagree.
said talent. He
I
said
definitely disagree with that.
Yeah.
he said the fact that she sings and raps.
That's
So
a good
what?
thing.
Drake is
Different.
doing that
That nigga
now.
Different.
sings and
Drake
rap.
is doing that now,
Drake doing that shit now.
bro. He would have a problem with this ever then, because a lot of them that's singing and rapping.
Number
I like
11.
Drake. I like Drake rapping from back in the day more than I like him rapping and singing now.
Number 11 is the ghetto prophet Nas.
No, no.
Number 10?
11. What the
Get
fuck?
the fuck out of here. 11? This
And
top
this
five
is
all day,
'03. So
baby.
this is '03. This is what Godson Nas? Nah, he bugging. Nas was still in his prom then.
I cannot wait to see y'all reaction on the top 10.
Lord,
I cannot
I
wait.
can't wait neither.
what the fuck? You should have
Yeah,
made a whole single
My
episode
hand.
out of this.
Yeah.
he said that Nas' strongest is his substance, his longevity, his lyrics. He felt that his weakest trait, oh boy,
Nas is
kind of
11.
scared of, is his flavor.
His
He felt
flavor.
that
What the
he was
fuck?
straight to you. He doesn't play around with his voice too much.
So what?
He don't need
What?
to play around with his voice. He's Nas
What
Escobar.
MC in the '80s were playing around with their voice though? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Kool Moe Dee
Oh
was
my
not there
god.
playing with his
Let
voice. He
me
was out there
I'm
What
dancing
the
gonna
to
get
Wild
fuck?
some
Wild West
water.
on the Star
I'm
Trek
gonna get
theme
some
song.
water before I talk about
Bro,
this next one.
hold up. Listen. Drop a Gem is my favorite track on Hell on Earth, but you're not about to say because they diss Pac that Mobb Deep was better than Tupac? No, I disagree.
No.
They didn't say
I
his
disagree.
name.
Exactly, and he was making unreleased joints calling their name out. He was going to the
Yep.
battles. Where were they at?
He was dissing them even though he was dead. So he was still
Exactly,
bringing heat to Mob Deep.
exactly. Where
Drop
was
it to
they?
one was just as
Where
good as
was
Hit
they?
'em Up, man.
Where was they when they called Jay Z by name on the Infamy album? They didn't do that on Hell on Earth for Tupac. Where were they at? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all was ready to give Jay Z that smoke, but y'all was afraid of Tupac. Let's keep it a buck. They was afraid of Tupac. People yeah. Oh, he
Which
had beef
side?
with people I didn't even know about, yo. I had to listen to the Machiavelli tapes to hear that
Then he said
he had beef with the Fugees, he
then
had beef with the Brat and Jermaine Dupri, and I never heard about those beefs.
then he said Prodigy had sickle cell. You better get in that
Exactly,
ring and fight, motherfucker.
exactly. He calling you out and he calling out your sickness, and you was scared of that nigga. Yeah, Prodigy's a legend, but
Damn.
let's keep it a buck. They were afraid of Tupac. It ain't a regional thing. We going by music here.
Yeah, it ain't no regional thing on here. Ain't no East Coast,
They
West Coast,
it's everybody
Midwest,
else
down
that
south.
throw in the
Like,
regions. I'm going by the music. I
yeah,
don't care about where they from. I'm talking about
yeah.
the music. Niggas was scared of Tupac.
You can
Y'all
be
ready
from
for the
fucking
top
Saturn
10?
for all I care, as long as you spend that fighting.
Exactly.
Y'all ready for the top 10?
I want to hear
Yeah.
this shit.
Number 10 is the angelic warrior princess of poetry, Lauryn Hill.
Number 10?
Number 10? One. That bitch
Well,
got one album.
I mean, look, I remember having this discussion with Lawrence Tears about, Lauryn Hill got one great album. She
Yo,
didn't make nothing else after
One
that.
fucking album.
he
Right.
she is the
And one
highest
one
ranked
one
female.
great one great group album. They didn't make nothing else after that.
She is the highest ranked female on this album, on this list.
That's crazy.
The,
He
They
said
she
going
got the
that
off of
this
they
score in the
going off of
miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
they going off of the her legacy and the lyrics. That's
Yeah.
basically it. Because she don't have a big discography like that.
If she put out,
he said
even if she put out 2 or 3 albums, I can understand that though. But you putting out one fucking album and you ain't made nothing ever since.
Exactly.
he said Lauryn Hill is like an MC that's been sent from heaven to motivate us spiritually through her
Oh my lord.
inspirational, motivational
Can
poetry.
can can she motivate herself to come on time for a show? You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? Like this 3 hours
Did
late.
she
Like come
motivate
on.
herself to put out some fucking albums
he said that she has
He
no
out
what?
here
weaknesses.
having
She has no what?
No weaknesses.
no
Her
weaknesses?
weakness is she can't
This
come to a
discography
show on
weakness.
time. What's her weakness? She's tardy. What do you
This
mean?
a fucking
Listen to this.
a fucking discography a weakness.
He said the only thing she doesn't do as well as everything else is she loses levels of articulation in her flavorful inflections. That sometimes can take away from the rhyme endings from verse to
Flavorful
verse.
and flexing.
Yes. She made one of the best albums. I get it, but is she a top 10, top 5 female MC ever? That's what I'm saying. For one album,
No,
for one album,
He said,
Big L had one
not
great
for no one
album. So
album.
where's Big L at? I didn't hear his name. Is he on the list?
no.
He's not on the list.
No,
But Lone is on the
they
list
put Big
for one
L on the
album.
list,
For one
but
album
Lauryn
though.
Hill can get on the list for one fucking album.
That's crazy.
Number 90, the notorious B.I.G., aka The
Nah,
Power.
nah. He gotta be higher.
He's
He
top
gotta be
5.
higher.
That's top.
Look,
He's
That's
top
top
5
five.
easily, definitely. Yeah.
look at this picture he put of Biggie.
He's smoking a blunt.
Now look at that shit on his nose and shit.
What is that on his nose? What is that?
I can't even see it.
What the
It's so
fuck is that?
glossy.
Looks like some tissue. Or some
I
coke.
thought that was like a blunt he was lighting up. What is that?
Nah, I'm looking at the shit in his nose. That's what I'm looking at.
The
That
Fugees ain't
nigga
on the
said some
list.
coke. You crazy?
Hold on. The Fugees had one great album. How the hell they one of the best groups ever? No, I disagree with that, Vinyl.
They're
No.
not one of the best
For one
groups
for
ever.
one
I'm
great
gonna say that
album?
right
For
now.
one great album? Diggle
I
Planets
put,
had two good
and I like the
albums.
I
score.
put Diggable Planets over the food.
Exactly. They had
Camp
two
Lo
good
had
albums
like
over
three.
them.
Camp Lo had 3 or 4 albums. Y'all ain't saying anything about Camp Lo.
Come
Y'all just
on,
think of Uptown
man.
Saturday Night.
Hell, I
Come
put
on, man.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince over them. What's up?
Yeah, exactly. Underrated.
Like the Fugees. La di da di, that's all.
They,
They song
they
all
had
that
one
nappy
great
head shit.
album. They had one great album. How are they like one of the best groups ever?
He said Biggie's strongest shit.
I
is his
disagree
vocal
with that.
presence, industry impact, flow. He felt like his weakness was his longevity after he
He's
passed.
dead. He's dead.
I
He
mean, he
got killed.
fucking died. The nigga dead. What the fuck?
What the
And he
fuck is
felt
that?
like he felt like he had a scattered rhyme pattern.
What? Oh, because Mo D's '80s rhyme pattern was so great. It was so immaculate. Yo,
Number,
He
number
can't
eight.
he can't see
I'm
nothing
done.
with those Star Trek shades though. I keep
I'm
telling you
done.
that, man. He can't see the greatness, man.
Number 8 is the voice, Chuck D.
Top
Yeah.
10. People put him
Top
top
10.
10. I still don't think he's better than Jay-Z, but that's just me. Yeah, he has a great voice.
Well, I don't think Lord of Will is a good album, but that's just my
Oh
opinion.
my god, I don't even know
Yeah,
why. The
Stop,
clips have
man.
the clips have better albums than the Fugees. Okay, Fugees have one
Yeah.
good album.
What?
One
Clips
great
got
album.
That's
Clips
cool.
got two classic albums.
Exactly.
Clips got two classic albums,
Where
sir.
they at? I don't hear nobody mention the Clips when it come to groups.
Mm. He felt like
We gonna be here all night.
Chuck D's strongest points are his originality, flavor, substance, live performance, social industry impact. But his weakest is his battle skills because he's not wasting time battling
No,
nobody.
no, I disagree. This
He ain't
score
no
was
battle rapper.
the score. I'm still talking to Vinyl. The score was great. I don't think it's better than both of those Clip albums. You bugging? No, no, I
Yeah.
disagree with that.
What kind of you must be in the car smoking at New Jack City if
I
you
disagree
think
with that.
that's better than those Clips albums.
No, I disagree with that.
I can see if
Score was
look,
great.
I can see if they put out more fucking albums though, but they only did
Right.
one album.
One great
Like, come
album
on
the
now.
Fugees got. So all of a sudden now it's a world beater over all these other groups, Gangstar shit, Public Enemy
Hey,
shit.
that's like you saying their first album is a classic. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Come on, man. We're getting
Number,
caught up in the moment.
number 7 is the Unbreakable Master, LL Cool J.
That's fair. I got him in top 10.
Yeah, that's nice right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but he
If he
threw
was
some
below,
shade.
What did he throw? Of course he
of
threw
course
shit
he,
at
of
LL.
course he did.
Why wouldn't he?
He pretty much says that just because of LL's fan base of women, he always loses the battle. But at the same time,
So
his
what?
fan base of
What?
women always keeps him going.
Drake. So then
Get out
Drake
of
is
here.
LL because Drake got a huge female fan base, and he loses his battles. So
I,
that's LL right there.
I want to go that.
Yeah.
I
That's
wouldn't go that
LL
far.
though.
Yeah.
What battle did he win? He lost to Pusha T. Meek Mill. To me, Meek Mill is better.
You know what?
He lost to
Mill-
Pusha T.
Yeah.
But Meek Mill's trash.
We know that. Yeah. Meek
I fuck with
Meek
Meek
Mill
Mill.
don't got no cornrows no more. He ain't like he ain't the same Meek Mill like on the Flames mixtapes and Dreams and Nightmares.
Drake is LL 2.0. He's LL for this era for these kids.
No.
Yes, he is. He has the same fan base as
I wouldn't go
LL.
that far.
Bro,
No.
he has the same female fan base as LL. There's more
No.
females that love him than,
I
than
wouldn't go that
how many
far.
guys like how many guys you know that like Drake?
Of this era.
No, how many guys you
Yeah.
know like Drake? It's he the female. He has female fans.
There's
yo.
a lot of
There's a lot of
There's
guys
a lot
that
of
like Drake.
it's a lot of niggas
Yeah,
that
but
like
they
Drake.
yeah,
There's a
but
lot of corn
they
ass-
secret
there's a lot
yeah,
of
but they're
cornball ass
secret
niggas that like Drake.
fans. They're secret
No,
fans.
they-
They're not gonna come out and say like
Ain't
they
no
fuck with Drake like
secret
that.
Fans, nigga.
I've
They
never
be
heard
having-
I don't
no
think
guy
DJ
say that they're fans of Drake.
Okay,
I
come
don't
back to
think
that,
DJ Academics is a undercover Drake fan. I think that nigga blatantly out with that shit, you know.
I've
He
never
ride
heard
Drake
of
dick
no
all day, just like Carcino.
I never heard no guy come out and say that he fuck with Drake. I'm the only one that says that shit. I've never heard no other guy say that shit.
I don't fuck with Drake.
You don't fuck with Drake, but that's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the male. If he has male fans, I don't know any. It's mostly the females.
Shit. He said live performance, vocal presence were his strongest suits, but his battle skills were his weakest suit.
What? But he wasn't battling everybody though.
Shit.
I don't-
What battling everybody? What are you talking about?
Yo, Moe Dee act like he was battling everybody on earth. He was battling LL and that was it, bro. Who was he
Number six,
battling?
The live
He hit your ass with Jack the Ripper, so
Grandmaster Caz. Number 6.
no.
I'm
No,
talking about dudes that's adults. I ain't talking about teenagers. I'm talking about I can't find adult dudes
Yeah.
that's saying they fuck with Drake shit. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about 16-year-olds. I'm talking about like niggas that's our age.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I can't find any. It's all female. So he's LL. LL got female fans. Cannabis said it's the right shit. 99% of your fans wear high heels. That's a fact.
Well, LL said the right shit. 99% of your fans don't exist.
He blackballed them though. He blackballed Cannabis. Everybody knows that shit.
I don't know.
He blackballed them.
well, let me be quiet.
He said Grandmaster Caz.
I wish they-
Go ahead.
I wish they would have stayed together and not been fucking beefing. His career would have been way better
No.
instead of them just fucking beefing.
I'm totally disagreeing with what Rhino is saying. Like this whole thing about synth music, like that's been going on forever. Like Drake was not no innovator for synth music. That's been going on forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
saying that I can't find a grown ass man that's gonna willingly admit to saying he fuck with Drake music. Like Antoine and me is like the only ones that I know. I don't know anyone else. It's mostly females that fuck with him. That's what I'm saying.
I like his earlier work. I don't really
Right. I
pay
like his
attention to
earlier
what the
shit.
fuck he's doing now.
Right. I like his
Besides just
earlier
making
shit.
simp. Besides
The
him making simp strip club albums and shit with
the
pregnant bitches on it and stuff. So I
the
don't know.
earlier albums. But again, like I don't put him. I don't look at him as a lyricist though. I'm not putting him up there with the greats. That's what I'm saying. But I fuck with his early
He's not
music.
a lyricist. He's Drake. He's
Right.
not a lyricist. He's
He's
just
an
Drake.
entertainer.
That's
He's an
all he can
entertainer.
ever.
He's an
Yeah.
entertainer. Yeah.
He's tootsie sliding on niggas. So that's all I can say.
Mm. He said like Grandmaster Cast's originality, versatility, and substance were his strongest points. I mean, he pretty much gave him high ratings. He just said he was never able to transcend on wax.
Kaz is in there. He's gonna be top four. I guarantee Kaz is gonna be top four or top three. That's
I
his
just mentioned
boy.
Grandmaster Cast.
What number we at?
6. Well, we at number 5 now.
Oh,
Cast was
you shit.
6.
That's
He's over
a
LL Cool J.
right.
What?
He's over Nas and
What
Jay
the
Z.
fuck?
No, come on, man. Come on,
What
man.
Number
is going
5.
on, man?
Number 5 is the master technician Kool Moe Dee.
Of course
Of
he put number
course.
so five. Come
Of course.
on.
I'm surprised he put. I'm surprised he put this up as number one.
He said Kool Moe Dee. He gave
Jadakiss got.
himself like
Jadakiss got to be number four.
this nigga gave himself 4 pages out of
4
everybody.
pages?
And shit.
Of course he did.
Wow.
This is what
Of course he
said
did.
his
He's Kool Moe
weakness.
Dee.
He said his weakness is he's too invulnerable, never taking position of weakness. Everything always came under the guise of the king, the master, the best. And when hip hop transitioned to a more personal, vulnerable space, fans were left feeling like they couldn't connect because Kool Moe Dee, was never willing to show vulnerability.
He's talking in third person? The fuck? What is he doing? Oh man, this dude
He's
is
doing it.
hilarious.
He's
dude.
using the Jedi mind trick on himself. What the hell is you doing, man?
This is the
Why
best.
you
I don't
using
even gotta
Jedi
read the
mind
book.
trick on yourself, Cooper D?
This is clearly the best part of the book. I ain't even gotta read the book because he's hilarious.
He said, he says, welcome to the Pantheon. The echelon of MCs, including Cass, have done things for the game that far supersede making money. Kool Moe Dee, am the beginning of the intricate lyrical concept. I'm the creator of the more wordplay rhyme formulas than anybody in the game. From structuring sentences to breaking words down and rhyming. This is how he really says it. Rhyming them
Then nigga, why
syllabic.
you ain't number one? Then you
Right?
doing all that?
Exactly. Why you not number one?
Kool Moe Dee. Kool Moe Dee. By 1989, I was confirmed as a hip hop star. At that time, I was the longest reigning successful rap artist in the hip hop short history. The
But you're not no
No,
more.
he
So
wasn't.
he was never there.
No, you wasn't,
He was
man.
never there.
Oh shit!
I'm almost. I feel offended to even own a Kool Moe Dee record. Like I like this dude is really nuts.
Battle skills. This is what he says. I am absolutely the battle master in the game. Outside, Karis.
No, you're not,
He's the
man.
battle master. You battled LL. What other great battles he had? That he lost. LL beat him. Like you lost the battle.
Jack the
There are
Ripper.
4 MCs
How you like
better.
me now? I'm getting busier.
He
on
changed the
double
game
platinum,
of
watching
rhyming.
you
How the hell did he
busier.
do that, Antoine? How did he do that?
Come
He
on
changed
now.
the game of rhyming? How?
Oh,
He did.
stop, Antoine.
How?
Come on now.
How?
Kool Moe Dee had his own
He
style,
was
but
one
he
of the
did.
first internal rappers. Like back when we talked about Treacherous 3 last week.
I don't feel like he
Everybody
changed
was
shit.
like,
What did he change?
Bond to the bond, the bang, the bang.
So?
These niggas
What does
was
that
like, all that shit, man.
That shit was still funky.
I
I don't feel like he changed a damn thing in the game.
He had his time though. I think he changed something, but like
I don't think
I
he
don't know.
changed
It was a
nothing.
lot of dudes doing their thing, man. It
He
just
didn't
wasn't
even-
you. Kool
He
Moe
didn't
Dee.
even change his shades. He still wore
I'm
the same
telling you,
fucking
man.
shades
I've
from
been saying this
'84.
the whole live.
No.
Those
I
Star
don't think he
Trek
changed a
shades are
goddamn
blinding
thing.
him from greatness from other artists.
Right,
Yo,
it is.
comment, man.
He might as well
And
be
you
blind.
from New York, and you saying that?
Yes,
And Trash from
and,
New York.
and I have
he
a record
said-
from him, and I feel offended to even own a record from Kool Moe Dee because I don't know where the fuck he's thinking with making his list.
Master after metaphor is Big Daddy Kane as number 4.
Somebody better than him that changed the rhyming. That was the real dude that changed rhyming, not Kool Moe Dee. What did he change? He didn't even change those
Kid's,
damn shades he be
Wow.
rocking.
Kid's strong suit was his live performance, vocal presence, flavor, lyrics, battle skills.
Dance ability too.
Right.
He felt like his weakness was too much pimping, lost momentum when people started focusing on pimping instead of skill.
He was a player. He was the ladies' man, but
Exactly.
he'll give it to you on the microphone.
Exactly. He forgot to
Everybody
add
was
in.
different back then.
He forgot to. Right, but my bad.
Everybody couldn't be dancing like it was Wild Wild West out here. I keep
Right,
telling you that, man.
right. He
Everybody couldn't be wearing those Star Trek shades. He wearing Kool Moe Dee down.
Number
he
three,
he forgot to add that he was chasing radio play. That's what ruined
Oh
his
my
career.
god, man.
That's the main thing
number,
that ruined his career.
number three was the
Yeah, that
master
she.
of ceremonies. Karis One.
Number 3.
Yes.
Number 3.
Wow. Okay.
Chris is number two on my list, so I'm not
Right.
mad about that.
But who's number 1 and 2 that's better than Karis One?
I
My
don't
number
know.
one is Rakim.
Blauren's chair said Melly Mel. I doubt Melly Mel's on this list.
He didn't put him on the list, and I like him too. But they didn't
Right.
come out with. He didn't come out with
Well,
nothing solo wise, not that I know
Right.
of. But
Right.
those Grandmaster Flash and
ooh,
Furious 5 albums, you can count that.
ooh,
He
I'm gonna
have Melly
sip
Mel
my
there?
water.
Is he?
I'm gonna sip my water on this. I'm gonna sip
Oh my
my
god.
water.
Melly Mel
I'm gonna
is
sip
in the
my
top 2?
water.
Melly Mel?
I'm gonna
I
sip
would have
my
put him
What
like
the
water.
in the
fuck?
I would have put him like in the 40s or something, like the like the late 30s.
Are
But
we
like,
going by lyrics or are we going by legacy? Because if we go by
Um,
legacy, then Melly Mel I can understand why Melly Mel would
hey,
be high. If
let
we
me
go by lyric, I
finish.
don't think Melly Mel was a great lyricist.
Let me finish, cause
yeah,
let me finish, cause woo.
he was better off
Are you
doing a hip
kidding
hop
me?
legacy
Are
list
you
than
fucking
if he
kidding
was
me?
gonna do that.
Exactly. Do a legacy list then.
He felt like Karis One. He had high scores all throughout. He felt like his weakness.
Yeah, this is what I just said.
He didn't have a lot of songs dedicated to women.
So what?
P is still free.
Nigga,
13 is
what
What
he
the fuck
made?
does that
They made
mean?
the message. He don't need to do all that.
Exactly.
No, I'm talking about Karis One.
What is he talking about?
But
White.
he had didn't he
Oh,
have
okay, okay. I
17
mean,
and
he's the
good?
black.
He had 17 and good and Jimmy.
I
The
mean,
Jimmy
he's the
song.
blast master.
But
Number
he
two.
wasn't that type of. He's not LL Cool J. Well, I don't
Only
understand.
thing I don't like about KRS One, he got too many fucking albums for me to listen to.
Stick to the '90s shit. Don't anything after that is trash. Just stick to the '90s stuff.
Number two is Rakim.
Rakim should be one.
Mastermind.
If
Yeah.
anything,
Yes, he
because
should be one.
yeah, because he already took out Nas and Jay Z out of that conversation. So
He said Rakim is the greatest rapper of all time.
the why is
I
not
ain't mad
number
with
one?
it.
Why is he not number one then?
Exactly.
I'm surprised
His
he ain't
only
number one.
his weakness is that he can't transcend live, which I highly disagree.
That's bullshit.
That's
I saw
bullshit right
Rakim
there.
live twice.
Like because
Nigga
Kool Moe Dee
killed
was
it.
so great live too. He was so great live. Anybody remember Kool Moe Dee
Kool
show
Moe
live?
Dee-
Kool Moe
Kool
Dee
D
was
had
dope
some Star
live.
Trek. Shit.
Hold on. Mo D was dope live though, but he
Kool
wasn't
Moe Dee
I
had
Rakim.
never
the
saw him
Star
live.
Trek shades on. He couldn't see the greatness between
And
all these other artists.
the number one, the Godfather of Rhyme, Melly
Cass?
Mel.
What? Melly Mel's not number one. No,
Yes,
no,
he
no,
is.
no, no, no.
Melly
Bullshit.
Mel
Oh,
is number one.
No, no. he can't be. He can't be number one. Red, you
Melly
not reading
Mel,
the list right. He can't be number one.
nigga. Look.
it's not. It's not.
Melly Mel.
It's not a misprint, sir.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wow.
Melly Mel is
And I
number
like
one.
Melly Mel too.
Even for '03, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
He said a
I
child
would
is
have put him
born.
like in like the.
he would have been
I
way
would have put him
below
like in the like.
in the
Yeah,
40s,
I would have put him like in the 30s or something,
in the
like the
50s,
30s to 40s.
I
like
say
top
30s,
100,
20s and shit.
top 100.
Hell,
No,
he was
not the
41.
20s. No, hell fucking no. That's way too high for him. In the hundreds, he would
I
have
would have
been.
put him like I would put not the hundreds. Now I wouldn't. I ain't going that far.
He said his only weakness was he didn't transcend that well and stuff like that.
You
And
damn right he did.
he said he was not a good
You didn't
freestyler.
either, Kool Moe Dee. You didn't
Right,
either.
exactly. You couldn't go into the
Uh,
What?
90s with a hit.
this this
No, you
book
need to
right
burn that
here.
book.
He didn't
I'm
have
with
to go
Blowers
into the
tears.
90s. They had like
I mean,
everybody.
that's why
Everybody
that's
had
why I
their
love
time,
this
man,
book.
to make music.
I'm with
But
Blowers tears.
but the
Burn the book. Burn the book.
yeah.
Please burn
That's
it.
why I love that book because
I'm gonna
it
just
was
say
so
this.
controversial.
No.
Everybody had their everybody had their time to make music between that era and
Mm.
stuff. So I
Yeah,
understand why he did that though,
but
but in my opinion, he shouldn't have been number
uh,
one. I would have
n-
put Rakim or even Nas or something, or Tupac or something.
95% of those rappers from the 80s couldn't transcend to the 90s. That's why they didn't have a hits in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like Melly Mel
I
and Kool
went
Moe Dee.
in.
You know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
let me read.
Whereas LL is one of those very few artists that was still making music through all decades. Kool Moe Dee wasn't doing
Yeah.
that shit.
I'm
He
gonna
was
read
out
the
here
numbers. I'm
dancing
gonna
like
read
it
you
was
some
Wild
more.
Wild West.
Right.
I'm
Big
gonna read
Daddy
you some
Kane,
more for Kool Moe Dee.
even though he don't have a classic in the 90s, but Kane was still making albums. But Kool Moe Dee wasn't doing that shit.
Let me read you some more of what he said about himself. The battle was cool, but there was bigger fish to fry. Many people don't remember what the climate was like hip hop in 1988. It was in a very perilous position. Radio was all about boycotting the music.
So that make him number one because he said he was the greatest ever. What?
As an
LL
MC,
said he
I
was the
was
goat.
cool.
He's
Anyway,
one of the goats, but
No,
I'm
come
be
on,
quiet.
man. Come on, man. No,
I'm gonna end this off for
you got to get
tonight.
Kool Moe Dee on here because I need answers, man. I need answers,
I'm gonna
man.
end this. So I guess you don't want to do a review on Kumo D's house.
I feel offended now to even own a record from Kool Moe Dee because he's like really egotistical. I didn't know he was like that.
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he still like that
I
now?
mean, I think all rappers are that though. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I mean, I think
but
all rappers had that.
you see where he put Pac and Biggie and Jay, like, so you're better than Pac and Jay
Yeah,
Z, really? Where
I
where
seen that.
where?
Mind you,
I'm surprised he
he had
put Queen Latifah over them though.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know.
That's
he
crazy.
had other lists like top pop kings, top rappers now on
Oh
his list
God,
too.
where he put Michael number 50?
I mean,
I think you need to do a part. I think we need
Right.
to do a part
If
two to this.
Michael, if Michael not number one, I don't even want to hear about the list. If he ain't number
Michael
one on the
who?
pop thing, huh?
I
Michael
said
Jackson.
pop kings, hip hop pop kings.
Oh, hip
Yeah,
hop
him
pop
as
king.
yeah.
What? No. What?
What type
What
what
is he
type of
talking
genre
about?
is that? I never heard of that.
What the
Hip
fuck
hop
is
pop.
that?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, top 10 best hip hop artists today. Number one, Eminem. Number two, Missy. Three, Ja Rule. Four, Jay Z. Five, Nas. Six, DMX.
Number
Seven,
three, Ja
E.
Rule.
Number eight, Birdman. Number nine, Nelly. Number 10,
Birdman.
Birdman.
Oh no.
Bird, Birdman.
What the fuck?
Let me
Oh
get the fuck
no,
out of here.
no. I
I
don't
gotta
want.
go,
Don't read
man.
that list no more.
Birdman.
Burn the book, like Lawrence Tier said. Burn the book. Burn it.
Why
Well,
Birdman.
he had Ja Rule number three. What the hell?
Wow.
I thought y'all loved Ja.
I love
This nigga
Ja. I'm
said
talking about
Birdman.
I'm talking about Birdman. Birdman? No.
I like
No.
Ja, but
He,
like fuck.
no. He don't have not
Ja
one
Rule should have
memorable
been like
album.
4 or 5 or something. This nigga had Birdman number 8.
Nigga said
Birdman like in the lower, Birdman in the upper hundreds. Birdman like 5,000, motherfucker.
This nigga said Birdman. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Top 10 party MCs.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
look, Red. I think we need to do another video. I think we
Please
need to do
burn
another
that.
part of
Burn
this
that book.
in
Burn
the
the
next
book.
video.
After you do the video, burn the book.
I'm not burning shit. I'm not burning shit.
This
You
nigga
gonna,
said
hey,
Birdman.
Hey, is you gonna
Yeah.
burn your Kool Moe Dee CDs trunk?
If the old Tribe would have did that. I would have burned the vinyl. I have
Okay.
it on vinyl, but because he's
Okay,
bugging.
yeah.
Bitch nigga said Birdman. Wow. Top
This nigga
10?
said Birdman. Oh
Top,
God.
who was 9 and 10? Who was 9 and 10?
He's smoking
Nelly
that.
was
He's
9.
smoking that big
Nelly?
Nelly rock.
Oh wow. Who was 10?
Nelly
was that?
way better than Birdman.
Who was 10? You said I didn't hear what you said. 10.
Puffy.
Wow, God.
Okay,
No, I don't like none of that.
Bye, man.
I don't like nothing
Bye,
on that
Kool
list.
Moe
I'm
Dee.
sorry.
This nigga said
Holy
Puffy and
shit.
Birdman.
I'm gonna end this off for tonight.
All right, man. Jesus Christ.
Birdman.
What happened to that boy?
What the fuck?
As
Wow.
you said,
You boy funny.
Birdman,
Yeah, you gotta burn that book. That book is fraudulent.
Yeah. That shit
Holy
is super
shit.
fraudulent. You touch that book, your hands liable to burn off.
Yo, this nigga said Birdman.
The Birdman, daddy, I'm flying anywhere.
Thing.
I can't believe that. Oh my god.
I'm ending this off for the night, y'all. Cause I gotta
All
get
Yo.
right,
some
man.
sleep. But yeah,
Make sure you put that in the title too, so people will just like fast forward the MC Shan review and they hear like the countdown.
alright.
Oh my god. Oh
Bye,
shit.
y'all. I gotta go, man.
Alright.
Bye, y'all.
Peace, peace.
Alright, man.
Alright.
Yeah, I was wanting to talk about the book for a while now, but you know
Yo.
That
what?
How the fuck you got
Anyway,
Birdman on that list, bro?
nigga said Birdman.
Holy shit.
Put some respect on my
Out of
name,
everybody, and
Playboy.
this is '03. You didn't even mention Little Brother. You didn't mention Slum Village. You said Birdman. You didn't mention Sean Price. What the fuck? Ghostface.
He ain't saying that. He ain't saying that about Ti. I'm like, damn, you didn't
Wow.
even
Yeah.
mention Ti.
Ti. Rick Ross.
do y'all want to see the
Outcast.
point list, or
Huh?
you want to see the party MCs or some shit?
No. Cause I know
Okay.
it's
Nah,
bullshit. I know it's bullshit.
just put that. Just put that as a part two. Do a part two
Yeah.
video on that.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
way
okay,
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
The side list. I'll do that one.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This nigga said Birdman, bro.
Kool Moe Dee.
What? Yeah, he lost credibility with me. I can't believe anything he say now. What the fuck?
Cash money, Playboy. Put it down to 2000.
Ranch gang.
Holy shit. Wow.
Hey, look,
Yes, he
listen.
had Birdman.
Hey, listen, Playboy. You my son. I love you, and you gonna put
Yo.
you gonna put some respect on my name, Playboy.
Birdman?
shit.
Birdman number 8? What the fuck?
I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm, I'm, pull, I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Yeah, but I'm the radio artist.
I'm so fly.
Them big time albums will fight though, but
Oh
him
my
You're right.
solo
god.
wise, hell no. Gator boots with the
Oh my
pimp dog
lord.
Gucci suits with the
I'm surprised
Gucci
y'all even know the
suits.
damn lyrics, so.
I run this, and I'm a keep running. I'm a dog. I'm
The
a
bird,
Yo.
the bird
Holy
man, daddy, I
shit.
flying anywhere. Though. He
Oh,
killed what happened to that boy. Like whoever wrote that nigga's lyrics, like he need a check for life, man.
It wasn't Moe Dee. Oh
no,
my
Birdman for
god.
top MCs today in the side
What
list.
the fuck?
Shit,
You cannot be you gotta be kidding me.
shit.
For
I can see if
03?
he, I can see if he just stuck with like the Cash Money and the Big Time and shit, and he ain't make no music after that, and he just worked on his artist. I can see that though, but like him doing solo albums, hell no.
Wow.
Stand like my daddy, fuck no.
Trash.
Oh,
Right? No MF Doom. He didn't have no Doom. What the fuck, yo? What does he listen to? I don't. Birdman.
He listened to that bird. He listened to that bird, man, baby.
God. Can you imagine what he's listening to now in this era?
I don't even want to imagine.
What
That's
the fuck?
that's dreams and nightmares right there.
Oh man.
He probably listening to Megan Thee Stallion.
And y'all clown me for listening to Meek Mill. Ain't this nigga listening to Birdman? I'll take any Meek Mill album over Birdman.
Yeah, I'll take that too. I just
What
don't
the
like this
fuck?
nigga bunny hopping and shit. So I don't know.
Yo.
You out here bunny hopping and shit, nigga. Like, get out of here.
Holy shit.
This nigga Kool Moe Dee, man.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, he couldn't see with those Star Trek shades on. He couldn't see the garbage in his
He
face.
gotta be blind, yo. He blind and tone deaf. What the fuck? Oh man. Shit.
Yo, man, this probably one of the best videos
Wow.
on your channel, Red. Man, this is one of the funniest videos.
I'm gonna
Between
laugh when I watch
that-
the playback again.
Yeah, but between this and the Black album review and
Oh,
the I forgot what the fuck video you did.
That black
Damn,
one
I
was bad.
forgot. Yeah, that black one was like that's top 5 dead on
the
live.
definition of trash reviews ever. That is the worst album
No.
ever reviewed.
The Little Zane album.
The Little Zane. Thank God I wasn't on that. I wasn't a part of that. Thank God, because I don't listen to Little Zane. So I'm like, but the
The
black
the
was the worst one.
the Chris
Holy
Stokes what the fuck
shit.
video was funny too.
While
Oh
your
my
shoes
God.
off, nigga. Put your shoes
He said,
on.
repeat the side list again. You did the side
No,
list,
we
right?
want. Hold on.
The
Yes.
Snoop
Who was
Dogg Wolf.
he had
The
Nelly number
Snoop Dogg.
9. Nelly was number yeah,
I,
the Wolf
You
Out
know
video
what?
was
I
terrible.
take
I'm
I
gonna
take
post it.
Nelly.
You gonna post
Yeah,
I'll
it?
post it. I can't find it. Hold on.
Little
I'm gonna
Nelly was
post it.
number 9, and who was 10? Puffy was
I
10.
take Nelly.
Oh, three
Puffy was
Puffy.
10.
Puffy had one good album. What the fuck?
Man, I'm shooting
Wow.
Birdman and Diddy. Get out of here.
Holy
I
shit.
take Playboy.
Birdman.
Rich gang over here, baby.
Okay, I found it. I found
Bulling
it.
in the back.
All
Bulling in the
right.
back room with two bitches, Playboy.
Eminem was number 1. Missy was number
All right.
2. Ja Rule number
Okay.
3.
Yes.
Jay-Z 4. Nas
Okay.
5.
He going by album
6.
sales.
Nice.
6. DMX. 7. E.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
Birdman. 9.
No.
Nelly.
Yes.
Number
He going by
10.
album
Puffy.
sales. He's going by album sales. Definitely.
Puffy need to jump off a cliff, man. Get him out of here.
He's definitely going by album
Just
But
for,
if
sales.
he's going by album sales, then Nelly would be top 3.
yeah,
You
definitely.
like
Because he
Birdman? You
sold more
like Birdman
records.
more than Nelly? What the fuck?
I'm not.
Shit.
No,
Shit.
you just saying you're going by album
Yeah,
sales.
but
and
that's
shit.
that's all the artists that were on the charts. But mainly, I mean, except for like, well, Weezy didn't really start selling till when, like the
Okay, well,
Carter.
Ludacris.
Really?
Oh,
Ludacris.
Ludacris, right?
Re-
Ludacris, you forgot Ludacris,
really, if he going off for album sales, Nelly should be number one because he sold
right?
10 million records off Country Grammar.
All right.
Right. But he got Birdman ahead of Nelly, so
Birdman, Birdman ain't never,
Nelly had a classic album. At
Birdman
least
ain't
Nelly
never
had a
sold no
classic.
damn 10 million records. He got two
yeah, I
classics.
don't
At least
understand
Nelly had a
that.
classic album and shit. So
I don't
what,
I don't understand that at all, man.
What
The
classic Diddy solo
fuck?
album do he got? Do
He
Diddy
got
got?
the first album. The first one was great. That went 10 million, right? No Way Out.
I,
No Way Out went 10
I'm
million.
talking. I'm talking about him solo wise.
Lolo.
I didn't care for those albums. Them solo
Yeah, I
joints. No,
understand. That's what I'm
no,
saying. We
no.
know No Way Out though, but
He
yeah,
bugging. But
he
they
smoking
were
that
on the
big
charts though.
rock
Even those bad Diddy albums were still selling though.
because he was buying them.
Right. People was buying that shit.
He was buying them too.
Yeah, Moe Dee was buying that, right?
We
Yeah,
ain't
anyway.
going
Oh,
nowhere
Yo, that's
because it's
crazy.
bad boy for life.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This
So
nigga said
Thursday,
Birdman.
we Do or Die 2. I
Word.
cannot wait to talk about that one.
That's what I'm waiting to do. Not this shit.
Yeah,
This.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Friday, it's gonna be Usher's "Here I Stand."
That's an
a-
album I'm looking forward to. Underrated album from Usher.
Yeah. Sunday, is George Benson's "Breezin'."
Dope.
All right.
Good stuff.
We're trying to see if BJ's free next week. 'Cause I want to do that idea we were talking about earlier.
Right. Yeah. We got to get him on here again.
Yeah.
Bad Boy for Life was dope, but the album was trash though. That album was terrible.
I hate
One
that
album. I mean, one fucking song just don't make no album.
Exactly.
Like,
That album
you
was
gotta
bad.
have more songs. You gotta have more songs on the album to consider it a classic.
But
you
he
know?
had Eminem number one. He got that one right. I don't know how the fuck you got
Yeah.
Birdman. What's the one here?
Birdman ain't never sold 10 million records. A day in his fucking life.
Oh man.
I can't even say any Cash Money solo artist ever sold those many records.
Right.
I mean, Juvenile's 400 Degrees
Right.
is the most selling this album on their label of all time.
Not
Though,
even
but he ain't
Weezy
sold
didn't
10
even
million
sold
records.
10 million. Weezy didn't sell 10 million, right?
No, he ain't never sold 10
yeah.
million records.
Wow. He didn't even got Weezy on that list.
You don't even got your own son on the list, Playboy. God damn, Birdman.
Like I said, Birdman. Wow.
But anyway, thank y'all so much tonight, man. This was a fun ass video.
Man.
All right,
Holy
man.
shit.
There was one for the history
Yes.
books, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah. This book
A
is
4 hour stream? We never went 4 hours on here. I don't think we ever did 4
I'm glad
hours on here.
I'm glad I got up out of my hibernation and shit because I got to go to work in the next couple of hours. But it was well worth it, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to go to sleep after this. I'm gonna watch
Reg,
the
you better
movie.
promote the shit out of this episode, yo. 4 hours? We've never
For
done
hours.
that.
Yeah, this shit need like 10,000 plus views.
Yes, for sure. At least
For
2K.
real.
Yeah.
All right. Hope y'all have a good night. I'll
Yes.
see y'all
All right.
later.
All right.
All
Peace, Eric.
right.
I ran the game.